certain parts, that's all.
Yes, basically.
Oh.
Okay. Shuhu, we're starting with you. Please tell me what you did last session.
Woke up from a astral projection coma
Yes.
that I accidentally threw myself on. Discovered everyone is gone or dead, or someone has raided a mansion I was in.
Mhm.
Now I'm contacting people with sending and trying to figure out where to go.
Yes, you also get the benefits of a short rest in between.
I do,
Yes.
with all my hit dice usage.
Yes, you're full hit this. Last time I checked, at least.
Then let me use them.
Well, you sit meditatingly enough there in a mental state that you also, more than 8 hours, so a long rest would also just calculate. You've been out for like, you don't know how long. Enough to have a long rest.
Sorry. So you're just saying I'm on full health.
For once, you don't use a healer's kit. So
Damn.
you don't recover any health except for 5 times your con modifier.
5 times?
Yes. Look at the rule set,
What?
please.
No, it was level times con.
Look at the rule set. You will see it.
Yeah, it did.
Good.
It was level times.
Okay,
Let me check it.
please do.
Homebrew info.
It's also on your
Oh,
character sheet under feats on the very bottom.
hit points equal to the constitution modifier times the character level.
Yes, so con modifier times level, so 4
9
times
to
9.
18.
4 times 9.
4. 11. I have
Yes,
con 2.
you're ninth level, and you have 4 con. Oh yeah, you have 2 con. Okay, so twice your level.
Yes. I've lost modifiers.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I also woke up in a sweat, dying in astral projection, and losing levels.
Oh yeah. The flashback of just sitting, like sleeping in the classroom, and you just get the sensation of falling, and you just throw something off your table, basically that.
Yeah. I
So yeah,
now have a vendetta against dragons.
okay. What else
Because
happened in your last session?
it's the third time I fought one. What else happened? I was in a realm of no magic and desert suffering.
Mhm.
Met someone who had control over the realm, but didn't know how to control it. That's pretty much it.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Um, the table up, cause
Oh yeah, let me switch it up for you. I will. There you go. It is up.
I will read the response of a sending message that you said I could only read at this moment.
Yes.
A page with black ink lies on your chest, face down after you rest. Reveal the writing, and now I've got to read a bunch.
Yes, you know who it is from.
I'll just read it in my head.
Which is fine.
Or should I read it out loud for people? Do they care?
I can, like, for all the people that are watching the stream, which is not an awful lot of people, please do. For everybody else, I will paste it into roleplay channel.
The cat ensures your survival as your descent didn't work out how you expected. Chuckling voice.
Yes.
Apparently, on piece of paper, you will see that there is a lot to do. Craven is currently unbound from his duties. The gates of Guff. No holy point from Shadowfell.
Trouble reading.
Holy pole from Shadowfell. Right. Oh, that giant gate. Okay. Opened on the port city. Okay. Gates of Guff. Is that Craven's gate?
Roll me a religion check or a history check of your choice.
You know it's religion.
I know it's religion. You
I'm
know
just
it's
gonna use.
religion.
I'm just gonna use Beyond thingy.
Beyond
Is it?
20. Yeah,
Is it
sure.
rolling? It's not.
Only if you linked it with your browser extension and in the settings and into the channel with the secret code. It's a little work to do for it.
It worked before. Anyway, I'll
I
just
can look into the campaign roles if you do it openly, which you
soon.
did not.
Let me look on the world. Where do I see?
You go to the browser extension on the very top right, and you click options on it. Then it opens it up. Then you scroll to the very bottom, and then you see send to Discord, right? Discord default destination channel, and then you just set it to the channel, which I had to do as well.
Add new channel.
Yes, and then you need the name of the channel, which is bot commands or any name you wanted to give it, and then you need the secret code, which I can tell you. Beyond 20 secret. Now I have it in private. Let me just send that over to you.
Didn't do this before and then worked with another character.
Not my channel, or unless you didn't bind it.
No.
There you go. Everything, yeah. You see what the code is, the middle 2 lines.
Saved. Okay.
Yeah, and then it should work.
I want to look at my previous role because I already did.
Well,
Reload page.
see him like roll 5 times, roll really well, and then roll openly and roll a red fumble.
I just want to see what I rolled before. I guess it's not locked.
Waiting for people to get their shit done.
I guess not. I'll roll the new one. 19.
Yeah. So what did you roll for?
Religion to know what the Gate of Guff is.
Okay.
Or who presides over it.
Do you want it openly shared or do you want it in private?
Yeah, you can just say it.
Okay. The Gates of Guff is, for in your knowledge, the let's say it's the kind of way or the tool to blend a certain area into the Shadowfell. Basically a big portal.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
It's
So there are
think about
multiple?
just click on the map and nuke that city in particular. Yeah, that.
Okay. Now I understand what's up.
Yeah, it basically brings a part of Shadowfell to a part on the physical plane.
Neat.
Yes. So if you ever need to go to the Shadowfell, that's probably your way to go.
The gates of Guff opened on the port city. Please find a way there as fast as you can manage in the next week, preferably. Changes will be of certain as the gears pick up. Hey, certain as the gears and pawns move into place to strike. Might as well have a good look once they do. I found somebody useful, might as well pick up a old student lost to a curse. A tool to pick up in the elvish city of White Whale. Make sure she gets here with you. I will give Mr. Muggins a scroll with further instructions. You will understand the sporadic actions soon. Mr. Muggins being the slimy cat that's now my familiar. Or
Correct.
temporarily.
The one you also have the character sheet for.
Yes,
I don't know if you can edit it. I can
I
make you do so. You can
I guess I
claim it
need to
if you want.
find it.
Let me just switch that one. There we have it. Campaigns. Is it edited already in here?
So you want me to control him in
Yes,
fights?
within combat, yes. You can give him verbal and non-verbal commands. We'll certainly try to help you. Just join my own campaign, I guess, with my own character. Mr. Muggins, there we have him. Mr. Muggins, join, and now I can unassign him.
Elvish city of.
You can claim him for your characters.
Okay. Can you elaborate? In the Elvish city of White Whale? Isn't it?
It is
Isn't
the main city, yes.
okay? Because
You're
that
blatantly aware. You've been there a few times over.
I thought White Whale is the whole.
No, it's not the whole country.
Right. Notes. Kingdoms. White Whale. That's the only name I have for the Elven Kingdom. White Whale.
Yeah, it's the capital.
Oh. What's the name for the Elven Kingdom?
Well, you never looked into it.
I should know as a. You know. I've
As a
worked for the
messenger of
kingdom.
death. No, but you would know it as the forest grounds.
Oh, okay.
It's the common place of the entirety of this world's forest, almost.
All right. Changing the name. Forest Grounds. Dash White Whale. Un moment. Okay. Where's my token?
It is on the map. You're still here.
There.
Yes, you found it.
Looking ragged as fuck as always.
Yeah, you've been in better physical shape before, and you're both low on funds and gear by this point.
I'm low on patience and nerves too.
Yeah, I get that. So what are you gonna do?
Updating my HP.
No, I mean in character.
Looking at my skin and seeing it's weaker.
You definitely feel weaker since you woke up. You don't know if it has to do with that weird dream you had.
Ah, yes. Dream. It looks at crystal ball that's missing its staff handle.
Yeah, it's literally just the crystal now. It loses the benefit of being a quarterstaff.
I have magic at my fingertips.
Pretty
I will
much.
smash someone's head in with crystal ball, hoping it doesn't shatter.
Yeah, probably not an impossibility. Certainly not advised.
Okay, so before I leave, I do want to make sure I don't miss anything,
Ah,
especially on this thing I couldn't look at because someone sat on it.
sure. It's a cut open leather chair. It's
Any
wooden.
blood?
You haven't found a singular speck of blood around.
Of course. Kitchen. How does it look?
It's well, it's left in its state, and you would see there is still some like half done meals and like cut onions on the table.
Do I
Apart
find
from
any?
apart from that, it seems just void, like somebody left in the middle of work.
Hmm. Do I find any quickly uh packable rations in the cupboards or something? Or
No, you
right
would have to
back here?
prepare them.
So there's still food here. They didn't raid the kitchen.
Well, it certainly looks searched. All the cupboards are open.
Okay.
It looked into all compartments, what it seemed to be like.
I will look for meats and breads and just easy packable big things.
Yeah, bread would be there in plenty. Meats, not so much. Enough for like 2 or 3 rations to just
Okay,
grab without preparing.
yeah, I'll just grab and stuff it in the backpack.
Yeah, you can
5
add
rations?
3.
3.
Yes.
Mm, mm, Backpack. No, locked satchel with a key on it.
Yes. You never found the owner of.
Well, I can assume who it is.
Hmm?
The one who took her music box. You know.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
So, since I'm missing my knives, I'm packing all the knives I can find.
Okay, it's not. Yeah, you would find 2 combatable knives. The rest are more like the tiny knives you would find in herbalism kits.
Yeah, okay. 2, did you say?
2, correct. 2 daggers and
Oh,
1 knife.
and a butter knife. What kind of knife?
Yeah, butter knife. A singular butter knife and 2 daggers.
Small knife. Nice. I have to pick up the scraps so I don't regret not picking them up.
Uh, Probably. See the
I've
cat
never.
blend through the kind of like under piece of the door, the small slit on the ground.
I will mentally talk to the cat and ask, did you see anything of importance when I was unavailable?
The cat looks at you and licks its palm.
Gotcha. I've never been here. What's around here?
You see
Sleep.
4 bedroom doors, and you know there's a bathroom in the back.
Everything kicked in. Nothing there.
Yeah, the doors have been kicked in. You see all the chairs and beds kind of like sharpened open. You could probably make yourself a bedroll from like the scraps, but it would
Hmm.
take you like an hour.
Yeah. Wait, aren't there some feathers in the pillows?
Yes, they're,
I will.
covered on like almost every surface of the room.
I will take a 2 handful of feathers
Okay,
because I
he's gonna
because
get
I
creative
can.
with those at some point. I know that already.
Yep.
God.
Now, how
Okay.
to store those? Text document.
In your pockets, just you take the 2 bundles of feathers,
Not pocket sand, pocket feathers.
pocket feathers. Just throw it in somebody's face.
Yes.
You're gonna meet somebody with like, feather allergy.
Mhm. Do they have soap?
There's water in there. It
No,
also
no
contains algae.
cleaning detergents, soap, anything.
Um, yeah, a bar or 2 of soap. How many you want to pick?
One. Just
Yeah.
bar soap, just lots of one.
And depending on who bathed in there, you can sell the bathwater. Maybe.
Of course.
That was the double.
Yes, royalty water. I'll sell it. What's this? A lavatory.
Outhouse.
Nice. Stinks. Uh,
It does.
Wherever I make my way to my sleeping room I was in.
That was a
Think
year.
here. Here.
Here.
Oh, I thought it was where the old boy was.
No, you
Ask
didn't
or
sleep in
whatever.
there.
Oh. Hmm. Nothing specific differently to the others.
It's all torn up.
Gotcha. Upstairs again,
Sure.
because I didn't have the map before. Um, Where the brother sat.
It was over there.
Oh. Any signs of resistance?
Well, the entire room has the same kind of jagged cuts on the ground and ceiling and wall.
Well, I've been through here, so there's nothing left, right?
Nothing except for scraps, correct?
Oh, okay. Mm-mm-mm. Guess it's time to keep looking. Because I've not explored everything.
Okay.
I got you.
How's the garden looking?
Well, it's untouched.
Damn. I had some
Map
respect for it.
This map is kind of dope.
I've been here, I've been here, I've been here. This door is locked, I think.
It was locked. It is shoved open.
What's the statue of?
Well, you can see it on the picture. It's literally a fat guy.
Gotcha. I don't care about the fat guys. The armory, is it empty?
Give me a moment. It has been raided out. Correct. There's no weaponry left.
Hmm.
Let me an investigation check.
Nope. I
Hmm.
rolled it.
You have no idea what to think of this situation at all.
Yeah. Oh well. Um. How's the entry looking? Entrance.
You see a big burn mark on the center front of it.
Fireball. Yes. Start things with a fireball. Horses? Anything?
Horse stables, the only blood you found in the entire place, with carcasses.
Mate.
Yep. You definitely know nobody left with a horse.
Hey, do I know Muggins? Yeah, I know his name now.
Yes, you do.
Telepathically, Mr. Muggins, have you detected any leftover magics?
The cat licks its palm.
For fuck's sake. No one answers me.
Roll me an insight check.
Yes, sign language. 25. Is he cleaning himself or is he answering me?
You beat him. You know he's answering because he doesn't want to. He could. You look at him, right? And he looks at you, and as you look at him, he looks back down and licks his palm again. He's certainly like pretty fucking smart. He's certainly not stupid.
Okay. I already knew that you didn't like me. I've got my crystal ball with a free casting of detect magic, I believe. If I look at it again. You can also use an action cast bonus spells found using any charges. Detect magic. I will just cast detect magic all over the entrance.
You see a lot of abjuration magic around. You would feel the kind of protective magic there was on the room on the top where it glows the most in this kind of vibrant peckish blue almost. Seems still to almost contaminate the entire area, as you can sense no other magic in the general surrounding.
Hmm.
Funny how that rune gets the traces of an anti-detection.
I detect anti-detection.
Basically, because it's not active anymore, but the radiating magic still is.
Hey, I've been told to go to White Whale. Wings out and short is around.
The cat looks at you. As you fly up like 10 feet.
Wait, before I do, I offer my sleeve.
10 feet in the air. Let me just see.
I mean, I can glide downwards to make it easier.
No, the cat jumps 10 feet into the air into your sleeve.
Of course.
Yeah.
For once you listen.
Yeah, please take the cat with you. Like, to the world map.
I'm zoomed in, I don't see anything.
Over here. Let me just note this location down for you, in case you ever need to return to it. Oops, that's bad. Wrong tool.
Which
There you go.
direction was the village?
Everglades. So I'm gonna put an E in it. There you go.
GTA map markers.
Basically, yes.
Where was the small village?
Well, it was right around here.
Okay. That's White Whale?
That is White Whale. You would also know
Um,
that there's a river running here.
So I have all my spell slots back from long resting.
Correct.
But I've used them for sending and such, so
Yes.
they're still gone.
Correct. You just recover health. And you hit dice.
Mm. Don't know if I used second one. I didn't take it, so I'll use it now. 9 HP healed.
Okay. You exit the mansion and you kind of fly. It's the middle of the day. Like when somebody sees you flying over, they're gonna probably I don't know,
I'll go low in the forest,
like through the trees.
above the branches, or above the crowns.
Okay. Roll me a history check about the Elvish territory. Just for what you would know.
Sure, there are no rangers around.
That's why. From the history check, you would definitely know about the Elvish territory that there's like there are guard towers. They are like once a mile in squares, almost through the entirety of the Elvish kingdom.
Okay.
You would know they take border control, and if one of them spots you, you basically toast.
Can I disguise myself as...
No, the wings cannot be disguised.
Hmm.
You barely know how to use them. You know how to physically move with them pretty well by now.
Time to look at a extensive spell list I do not want.
The cleric getting access to wizard spells and being like, I don't want it. It's just like, what?
The Gates of Guff.
Yes.
Do I know if I can operate them? Like, open them?
Unlikely.
Okay.
Not impossible. Not likely.
Are they making Shadowfell vulnerable, if I know that?
What did you roll
Like,
on it?
is it two-way?
It's pretty probably two-way. You haven't never seen them in person. You don't know about them in lore too much. Just that like 4 sentences
Hmm.
that tells about them.
So I've been told about the student, but I don't know who it is.
You do.
I do.
Your character does. Probably. You never lost
Was
memories.
It was very vague, so I could only think of Alexander or Edwin as the only people with relation.
Okay, sure.
Hold on. Javier? No. She never was really a student. Was she?
Hmm. I don't know.
Student
Was
of
she?
what?
Lost to a
Student of what?
curse?
Yeah,
I
student of what?
sure. I guess you try to be.
Okay, this is a case where the player don't remember things that the character would. Am I allowed to tell him?
Oh,
This
I
character would definitely
do
know.
remember.
Mm.
Also, lost to a curse. There are a lot of people have been cursed. It's not very specific. I could say Alexander has been cursed because he's working for Azafor.
Hmm.
Your character would know. Can I
I
tell
know
him?
you have a curse for vampirism now. Edwin has the same. Edwin never liked Char, I guess, so not really a student. Javir's the only ruling out I can find, I guess.
Yeah.
And Edwin was also in Whitewell, right?
Yes, the scrying spell would suggest that.
Oh, well. Guess I know who I have to find.
Either one of the two.
Locate. No. Do I not have spells like that? I do not have locate person. Should have locate object.
Look at object has a limited casting range.
I know.
Do you have access to scrying?
Don't believe I do.
Well, that's a problem.
I mean, locate object should work if I know something she could have.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Shehu vividly thinking on the fly somewhere. Like physically flying and thinking on the fly.
Am I allowed to tell him something that he would know about my character that he had forgotten
I mean,
as a player?
Shehu, roll me
probably
a history check.
I could
Let's see
think of
what your character
the
remembers.
the slates she had from
Yeah,
training.
probably.
Maybe she has those still.
Okay. You remember what happened to that?
Broke. I think they're broke. It's 14 history.
Yeah, Shavir. I think you can judge that.
The slate she gave
Yeah,
to you,
and
because
gave back.
you were kind of like you were going to die basically by their hands, so she gave it to you as a means of you increasing your chance of surviving. You never
Um,
gave it back.
well, I've never used them, and I never had the chance to, and they disappeared into my soul.
Yeah. And
So,
regarding items that you would know, you would have seen the armlet that she's using that
oh
feels
right,
like
yeah,
always with her. And
sure.
also, you would know that she used to be a very devout follower of Shar.
Yeah, debatable.
The cleric protects it out.
Uh, not how you appeared in the Shadowfell. No.
What? She didn't have any of her memories then. She was basically a
Yeah,
blank
yeah,
slate.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Who doesn't have all the specifics?
Yeah, Shahu
Okay,
just yeah, purple, the color of the enemy.
yeah. Okay, I know she has a hidden blade, arm blade,
Correct.
specific contraption.
Yes.
Now how to get in? I know they have like detect magic and anti-field magic around the entrance and such. Like you cannot just fly into the city.
You cannot, correct. You would know about the Elvish main city that it can only be traversed by foot, basically. And
Okay.
you've been there like some couple of 5, 10-ish times for important messages. Um, you remember requiring either an invitation from somebody known there, like a physical letter you need to show at the gate
Hmm.
or the gates. There's a northern and a southern gate. Apart from that, an Elvish ID, which is you would know about it. It's basically identify on a piece of paper. It is certainly not easy to forge one,
Um,
and even you, with being a Kenku, thinking that.
I do have paper and I do have charcoal.
Yes, but it's a magic creation, and you would know about it, as you've seen a few of them. It has, it's a metal plate, and it contains a Harry Potter-esque moving imagery of one person.
I do know I can buy a passport or such
At any
um
Elvish
Watchtower.
territory place, correct? For 100
Okay, I
gold.
will once I'm close enough so I can go out of the forest on foot, or like close to,
Sure.
I will go on land and just have my wings retract with everything hidden and looking like, you know, servant.
Yeah, you with your tethered kind of clothing, you look certainly weird.
They're not that. Did it translate from the astral projection everything I damaged?
Correct.
Damn it.
You certainly look worn, let's say.
Well, I have mending.
Yeah, it mends two pieces together. Everything that's torn is fixed, everything that is dirty is not. You still see like the sand in
Okay,
vast amounts in your clothing.
I will prestidigitation and mending my digitation. Yes, my whole body
The
and clothes
cleaning
and
spell.
everything I have.
Yes, you use
Mending and
prestidigitation.
cleaning and making myself pretty.
Okay, you clean every piece of your gear.
Yep,
That takes you like an hour or two.
bro. Can
Prestidigitation
it,
is a minute casting time.
can it be short rest activity?
Sure, yeah, you can sit yourself down somewhere in the forest. Also, roll me
Yep.
a perception with survival check.
Where is it? 9 perception, 13 survival.
Menacing grab of all dice. Okay. Um, you don't.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your day. Can't
You
hold back.
don't see the bandit following you. Okay.
You don't know.
So short rest. Looking at my race thing again. How long is it? 2 hours?
Sorry.
2 hours did I spend?
Yes, an hour short resting and an hour mending and prestidigitationing your gear.
And I extended by 2 hours for long rest.
Uh, no, you can't really rest within like twice within 24 hours, unless the 24 hours elapse. You can't just sleep.
Right.
That's not how long resting works. It's just like when you wake up, you basically have to waste your energy on something.
Well, I
Else you can't
play.
sleep. You're just lying there. It's just like I can't sleep. I'm not tired. I'm hurt. I'm not tired.
Well, I'm playing healer's kit thing.
Sure,
Charge.
you can spend hit dice.
Uh, that should be enough. Roll the die.
What was your perception again?
Ritual table not found. Hold on. Just rolling my dice. Okay. My perception 9.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
My passive 16.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'm not looking raggedy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or better. Do I have a symbol of Everglades on the clothes anywhere?
Sorry?
Is there a symbol of the Everglades anywhere on my clothing?
There is.
I would like to remove it with a knife.
Sure, yeah, you can cut it off. You have a big hole there.
Okay. I will just turn it around once I've cut it off and mend it back. So it's the backside.
I don't know if mending allows that, but sure. I
I mean,
think you need to mend it in the same orientation, but whatever, yes, you mend it together again.
okay. Either way would have been fine. Just making it not obvious.
Well, it has stripes and now it has like a circular pattern where it's just like the other color.
I'll just cut it off completely.
Okay, I'll hold back in there.
And to get rid of it, I'm not able to. So I'll just pocket it.
Sure.
Oh wait, Muggins, can you take care of this?
What are you referring to? Are you pointing at
Patch.
anything? Roll me a sleight of hand.
Funny.
You see him eat it. It's immediately gone. There's
Thanks.
nothing you can do about it. See the
That's
cat
exact-
basically jumping over your hand, right? And it just like the cat touches it and it basically just almost like suspending a sugar cube in water.
Thanks, buddy. It's exactly what I wanted. Mentally talking, do you need food?
Cat looks at you. Just like just a straight look into the eyes.
I'll take that as a yes, but I'll find out what it is later. Okay, I'm looking for, a guard's post where I could get ID.
Yeah, you don't see one in the distance.
I'm just going towards the town and
Okay,
looking for one.
you don't have a map, now do you?
No?
Yeah, you go into the forest and you think you're going the right way, and you you don't know where like You look at the sun, and it's just like, I haven't been here in a while, and you have a problem like orientating yourself, like a lot. Like you have
Any
no clue where
roads?
you are.
Any roads around?
Well, there was to the village.
Well, gonna keep trying to find a road.
You don't find one.
Muggins, you you know the way?
The cat like looks at you.
Did you say something? Point at something? Not just look at me.
The cat blinks once.
That's a no.
Cat stares at you.
That's a yes.
You get a shiver down your spine.
Are you messing with me again?
What's your passive insight?
My passive insight is 20.
You really have no idea. Maybe a little bit.
Do I know every spell he's capable of?
No. You know he's or it is capable of liquidization of things.
Mm.
And that Misty Step ish can
Yeah.
teleport or phase through objects. It's very good at avoiding things and people. You would also see that you've been like kind of like walking whatever direction, right? And the cat seemed to be like a step or two in front of you. Roll me an insight check, like actively.
You're not leading me on, are you?
Visual. Let me just see. Meets it, beats it. You would see like the cat with its like subtle movement being like a singular like paw step in front of you, kind of seems to lead you in some direction ish, because it's like subconsciously like choosing the direction you pick.
Hmm.
It's manipulating you a little bit.
Okay. I'll just break off from him and walk to the left or right.
Okay, you as the cat kind of like moves, you move away from it. Yeah. Cats seem to follow the same like path as before.
Okay. Are you sure you're going the right way?
The cat sits down and looks at you, licks its paw.
Fine.
Okay,
You wouldn't be quiet about people following us, would you, Muggins?
the cat looks at you.
That would be disappointing to
Just
medicine.
I'm just gonna ask, what's your AC?
And my AC is 16.
This could be hilarious.
I've stat 11.
Yeah, I know. The first hit roll was a 5 plus 19, and the second was a nat 1.
You know, if I get to harm, medicine would be mad. Just saying.
The cat blinks, right? And you see it kind of like sit down, and I want you to roll me another insight check.
Inside. 14.
Um, you know it was trying to lead you to a place out of a reason, probably. Um, re-roll me your survival check.
I mean, I went back to following it.
Yeah.
18.
You would probably realize that you've been like followed because this cat has been leading you almost in a like zigzag kind of pattern
Hmm.
until now, as you stopped the cat and it's now sitting at you. You look into its face and you see this its face looks at you and it says like, "You're sure you want to go alone?" Kind of eye look.
Telepath. Telepathet. Whatever that word is.
Telepathy.
You pressed it.
Stop making jokes about bad pronunciation, please. Thank you.
Telepathically telling Muggins, if there is something up, you can just tell me, you know?
You know how the alarm spell works, right?
Yeah.
You hear some almost giggling, like 100 feet somewhere, like into the trees, and you get this alarm kind of ping in your head as
Don't
a
smudge me.
response from it. Your AC just get beat, and I'm just gonna. You take 9 force damage as you see almost like red, blackish lightning come out of the forest.
Shiv just turns around and
You
screams,
see a second.
"Rude!"
You see. See a second one, but it misses Muggins as he's literally just sitting. As the other one just kind of arcs somewhere like into a tree. You see a almost pulsating wave going out from it, and the entire tree shakes as you uh, are free to do literally anything.
Was the damage I just received
9.
familiar to anything I felt before?
Arcana check has an action.
Sure, I will do that. It's 17.
It's Eldritch Blast.
Hmm.
It's a cantrip level spell. Usually something that engages you usually opens up with a big spell. Like it when something uses the Eldritch Blast, that's kind of the non-threatening way of hurting you.
Yeah. Shu just hides behind a tree with his back and yells out,
Stealth check, please.
I was going to say so. Stuff.
You can still say something. Horrible.
I'm screaming anyway.
Wrong orientation on the tree. You hide on the wrong side.
You know, that wasn't nice.
You get hit with the second ray.
Okay.
1 force damage.
How about you use something stronger?
Um. Okay, yeah, you're within range. There's another Eldritch Blast coming your way. I assume a 14 misses you.
Yep.
Okay, you see the next beam kind of miss you, right?
Okay.
But as you kind of look past the beam, you look onto your hands, you see you're hexed. Like you see like a tiny like black almost cursed mark on you, and you're like, that's my domain. You can probably read it.
Okay, I'll read it if it's free of action.
You don't need an action to read it, but you need to roll me an investigation check, please.
Okay. Also, I've seen multiple rays come from directions. Can I pinpoint them now?
You can certainly pinpoint north as a direction. Don't see a creature.
Investigation say.
It's abyssal. It reads necrotic, cursed flesh. You look at it and it's it's like a joke. It's gonna deal necrotic damage.
Okay. I'll just
Just
use
like, that is useless.
I'll just use all my movement to go towards where the rays were coming from.
Perception check, please.
10.
You don't see a creature as you're bolting north somewhere. Um, $21.
I'll also use evasive footwork while I'm moving.
Okay, which does what?
1d6 rolled onto my AC.
Yeah, roll it. 1.
Fuck. 17 AC.
You take 10 force damage and 3 necrotic.
But I'm immune.
So you take 10 force damage.
Okay.
You get awfully close where you think it's radiating from, and I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, including Mr. Muggins, as he's like on your shoulder.
23 for myself. 23 net 20 for Muggins.
Okay, you see Muggins leave your sleeve, right? And basically just sidestep the entirety of the spell that comes your way. As you make the DC. Let me just fetch this real quick.
I just look towards Muggins and follow where he's jumping.
Yeah, but you're a little too slow, but good enough. You take 15 fire damage halved.
Is it 7?
Yes, it's player favor. As out of the bush, you basically hear like a very, very almost inexperienced incantation of a ignis or fire type spell. As you see basically the entire floor, as you're kind of flying over it, right? The entire floor light up in a sparked flame. You get like you're in it. It's like hot, but it's not like searing. Like it's not, the flames are not touching you really much. As the spell whiffs you, it also reveals the creature as the kind of floor and the bushes kind of burn.
Okay, I can now clearly see the caster.
Yes, it's a girl of red eyes and like kind of like having cross-eyed and like kind of like you don't know
Can I get in range?
for what?
Touch range.
Probably, yeah, you have a lot of movement speed. Now do you?
I mean, 30 normal.
If you dash,
I'll dash.
yeah, you can. You're within 5 feet.
Right
Oh God.
in front of her.
Yeah, that's about right.
And use action search to intimidate and whisper in her ear. I just cleaned those clothes.
Roll me intimidation.
7. In abyssal. I say it in abyssal.
Let's see.
Also second wind.
The creature seems like literally, the girl seems unfazed from it, as you hear a. I just cleaned their clothes. As she looks at you,
What's this about?
cross-eyed. You look at her, right, and she, like, you think what a miracle that is that she hit a singular Eldritch Blast on me.
Can you even look straight?
She shakes her head.
You want me
She
to
shifts her head to the right, and just like looks at you at a 90-degree angle.
Drew points his middle finger and index finger towards both eyes. Do you want me to fix those?
She holds her hands in front of her eyes.
Or I'm sorry. Is it something to fix?
She blinks and looks at you, and she says, "Well, it It is certainly. Uh,
Hmm?
she looks vividly around, right? And she's just like she turns around and she says, "I have special eyes."
Ah, and it's glass and
You
such.
you you look at her, right? And she's like 12ish. That like you've seen people with the same kind of like statue and like age looking wise, and they acted a lot more mature. Like she seems to be actually 12.
Mm, I see. So why are you attacking me again? Specialize?
She
I'm calling it
she
that.
she turns back around with closed eyes, and she has this like wide like childish smile on her face, and she says, "I don't know."
So are we in turns right now?
She doesn't seem to be attacking you the moment you get close.
Because I use action surge right in front of her.
Correct, to intimidate her. It didn't work, and she's not currently attacking you. Like nothing hostile is coming from her anymore. The moment you went up close and dodged that spell.
Hey, Mayans, you want to mess with her?
The cat like dodged the fire spell. You see the kind of like 15-foot perfect triangle on the ground, just scorched. The cat like sits on the other side of the fire and licks its palm.
Okay. Guess you'll leave it up to me. um. Could go multiple ways. No idea how to handle this character. That could be
She,
nice. But she also just burned my clothes.
No, yeah, a little bit. A mild inconvenience she is.
Hey, girl, turn
Hammond,
around.
you a persuasion check. You have the character sheet, right? Can you open it?
yeah.
Wanna PC her?
By turn around, I mean turn back to me.
She already did.
Ah, thought you,
You
like,
can
turned
if
away.
you want to.
One moment.
So, you know all those blasts you sent flying? Wanna see how it's really done?
Tilts her head. Mm, okay.
Drew points a finger
What
at your temple and towards the dead.
Uh, you have the sheet open, Hammond?
Yeah.
Like,
Roll a
I'm
wisdom
not
saving
touching.
throw.
I'm not touching the temple. I'm just pointing at it.
Yeah. Wait. Wisdom save or what?
Yep, wisdom.
Or
She
Do you have,
fails.
do you have any health points missing?
She does.
Oh boy.
She has a bruised knee.
Oh boy.
two
Good
boosters.
thing I rolled bad.
Um,
7 damage. Necrotic.
it seems she has some temporary hit points, as you see the kind of, or you know what object is protecting her, probably, right, Shabir?
Ah, false life.
Yeah, coming from its
Mm.
casting focus.
Yeah. um.
Oh, I've never seen this
It seems to
girl.
be almost a
Or
Um,
necklace
mm,
or a vial of sorts.
she doesn't
yeah.
look familiar in any way, does she?
Mm, well, technically.
Explain her exterior, please, to Shiver.
You would see red eyes, black hair, and small stature. And you would see among the hairs, sort of small, um, elongated ears. They just barely stick out of her hair,
Elf.
and she has like a black and red clothing, kind of like a little skirt thing going on. Seems to be wearing like semi-fine clothing, and she seems to be fairly well off. And I'm not pretty sure what she's been up to, but she definitely seems weird. The amulet probably feels familiar to you.
I mean, I gave Shavir a false life rune or something, I think.
Yeah, it's the same kind of spell, but it emanates from the kind of necklace that seems to be. Well, how does it look?
Hmm. Um, so it would be sort of like a, you know how a crystal looks when it's like those sort of Final Fantasy crystals, the aphrites. You know how they look, right?
Mm-hmm. You mean
Imagine that,
you
but
mean the
it's in
pearls?
a cage, and the crystal is black, and there's like red tinted glass between the bars of it, sort of thing, and the metal is black, and yeah, that's pretty much what you'd see. But the
Um,
stone have a sort of like
you would know about religious objects, and that looks like a a dark light lantern. It's a miniature almost.
Mm.
It's a keeping thing, and it comes from, yeah, the religion of Shadowfell
Mm.
ish, at least close to it.
you're
So
holding your head like, ow, why you did that, you white man, bald.
that is how you mess with someone,
That
not
is how you mess with
fling
someone.
spells around. Stop talking, you
Stop talking like
raven
that.
queen
You're
following little kid.
telling little kid. Smiles at you.
He
Goes up
doesn't
and
seem
smells
anything
at
like
your face.
Shavir, does she?
History check.
Because no, it doesn't seem like.
History check, please. No, but the kind of clothing resembles the kind of like symbol seems certainly familiar.
I look at her wrists. Does she have any braces? Braces.
There is no arm blade, no.
So where do you come from?
Where do you come from?
Points in the direction of where he came from.
What's over there?
Forest.
Are you a tree?
Yes.
Wow. Can you give me a leaf?
Takes out a feather from his pocket. Here, a leaf.
It's a
Seems like
bird leaf.
bird leaf. She start nibbling on it. I'm like, I'm not allowed to tell you where I'm from. It'll
I
hurt
know
your
where you're
feelings.
from.
I know where I'm from, but I'm not allowed to tell you. Not
I
in that
already.
direction. Points in that direction. No, that direction. Cover her face. I'm not black. Hold her mouth.
Roll me an insight check versus her deception at disadvantage.
Inside 17.
Oh god. Roll me a deception check at disadvantage, Shavir.
Yeah, 17.
So Shahum beats it. Beats it.
Do I know which direction the town is?
Yes. Ish. A little bit. Closer her
Where
direction than yours.
have you been to White Whale recently?
You never have been there.
I will
Yeah,
ask that her. Have you been to White Whale recently?
she shakes her head. On that insight, by the way, you would have heard she said blacker. Didn't really hear any more than that, even though she tried to muffle it.
Oh. Mhm.
Um,
Um,
she does not seem to have a clue of direction, like visually, but you spot out of her backpack a map, like rolled up.
sure, just sleight of hand quickly grabs it.
I would be opposed, probably.
Well,
As
if
this
she even
person is
sees it,
active. Yeah, you would.
hey, hey,
Like
she
right next to her head. That would be very certainly obvious. So roll me an opposed check.
she would instead try to take something from him. For her character.
Okay, Shahu, what is
Oh, we're
openly
trading
displayed
things.
on your person?
Uh,
Picking out.
daggers
Huh?
under the belt, like
Yeah,
behind
stuffed
the
into
coat.
the belt. Yeah.
You try to take one of your daggers. She thinks you're trading
As you
stuff.
as you reach for the yeah,
Hey,
roll for it.
19 sleight of hand.
Yeah, you both succeed. You
You're
both
like,
see
"Ah,
it.
All right, you get the normal dagger. Congratulations.
cool.
It seems to be a cutting knife for the kitchen.
Now that we traded things, are we friends now? May kill you. Nope. I don't kill my friends. Do I? No. Maybe. No.
Shahun leans in, looks her in the eye, and knocks with a fist on her head, on her hair, and says,
Oh!
Anyone in there?"
Squints her eyes. I'm starting to sound like my big brother. Don't be mean.
I said, "Brother."
Not in that direction. Points in the direction.
Okay, he unfurls the map.
It's the map of the local surrounding.
Ah,
Elvish territory until the borders on both sides.
any markings on the map?
There are, but they are in some weird-ish language.
No, okay.
Nothing that you would understand right now.
What's the matter? Can't read it?
I'll be keeping that. As clearly you don't know where you're
What?
from.
I know where I'm from.
No, you only say not from that direction.
I'm a
Nothing
beaver.
else.
Mm, I like roses, especially red ones. But
What about you find some roses as he
wait,
walks
where are you
towards the top?
going? That's my map. Where are you going?
Do you have any
Are you
ID on you?
lost?
Do you have a passport?
You
Maybe.
do.
Maybe.
You want to help me bust out a friend?
What's in it for me?
A new friend?
Big eyes.
Lorantha, you would
Wow.
finally spot as the fire kind of like burnt out and cindered now in like a like a 20-foot radius onto the next bushes instead of trees. You would spot a cat like sitting in the center of the cinders.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to pet the cat. I'll help you
Seem to
whatever
be
you want.
having like a very fluffy tail that kind of emerges from the ground around it almost. It's almost casting its own shadow like more than once around.
If you touch it, it will eat you.
Cat
Really?
licks its paw.
Mm,
Yes,
she
I'm
should go.
serious.
She'd go down on all four and start acting like a cat. Like, "Meow. Hey, Mr. Cat, can I pet you?" Lays on her back and kind of like do the paws up in the air.
The cat looks at Shuhu.
Sure looks at the cat,
You get a mental
raises
you get a mental message.
raises an eyebrow.
You feel the mental connection kind of ease up and you hear a voice saying, "So, this is what I'm protecting."
Is it?
As the mental connect just shuts off.
Or just replace? Is it?
The cat licks its palm and looks at you.
Oh, fuck's sake. Shavir?
Why you say that name?
Yes.
Do there's a
I'm,
name.
I made connections in my head.
There's a sign of recognition at that name. Like, why you
Lorenza,
say that name?
um, let me just send you like 3 messages real quick, right?
Okay.
For you
Uh,
to get like a grasp.
mm,
Um, uh,
I swear, next time someone blasts me with magic in the woods, they're dead.
mm.
there you go.
Just,
That should be
just
enough.
that's enough. Just that last question then.
What happened to your size?
Yeah. So, as you say that, the dagger you gave her, she kind of pointed at you, like squints her eyes, like, what do you know about my sister?
Never knew her family, but I guess it fits
Takes
the
a hand
image.
over her mouth.
Ouch!
Not too far away from her.
who, who, who are you to her?
No one. But I
Mm,
was going to get her from the city.
mm. Isn't she dead
Lorenza, your
yet?
mind explodes as he knows where she presumably seems to be.
Mm, mm, mm. Are you are you are you sent to kill her like everyone else? She's disowned, you know.
Nope. She's a tool, and she owes me some debts, and I owe her also some debts, I suppose.
Oh,
Say it like that.
so you're friends? Isn't that what friends are? People that owe each other
We
favors?
we have the same
Mhm.
path,
Mhm.
and you
So,
clearly have also seen that path with your magic.
mm, she like nods. Like, yeah,
So you also here to kill her like the rest of your family?
thanks for me. She was always nice to me when everyone else was making fun of me. I don't want to kill her, but my family say you have to. For some reason. Not telling me why. I don't know what she's done. It must be bad though. I don't want to kill her.
All I know is she lost her memory of it.
Mm.
Yahoo! You
Well,
would you would with your passives, you would figure out about her that she probably has her intelligence has probably suffered for the power she received
Mm,
for being a warlock.
mm.
hmm, my loyalty is first and foremost to my goddess, then to my house. If my goddess
Say the
wants her
name of your
alive,
goddess.
then it's you. But sure, of
Tell
course.
me. What?
Sure, of course.
Well, you pass. All right, let's go.
Can I can I still pet the cat? Ooh.
Looks at the cat.
The cat never stopped to lick its paw.
I want to lick it. I mean, pet it. Looks tasty. Ooh,
Who
ooh.
extends his sleeve for the cat to open?
Um, yeah. Let's see.
Kind of
Yeah,
extends a
the
hand
moment you
towards
extend the hand, you basically see uh like like a shadow on the floor, right? As the cat just disappears.
Oh, then that's also fine, I guess.
Shahu, you would feel the weight of the cat in your cloak.
Whoa,
I think she likes me.
shadow travel.
It's a she. The cat's a she, right?
He's a mister.
Okay.
She's a mister, however you
She's a
want
mister?
to.
Oh,
Whatever, have your way.
it has both things. Cool. Woohoo. That does mean that it can have a baby with itself. I want a kitty. Can
Some
I have a
questions are
kitty?
better not answered.
She starts following you.
I had suppressed digitation my clothes from all burn marks and necrotic shit.
More
Prestige?
tears. There's tears from the force damage in it.
Are we gonna do
Mending.
anything about the forest fire? No. Woohoo. Let it be.
Nope,
Let the forest burn.
that's your fault. Not doing anything.
Okay, forest burn. Mm, I can put it out. I can just make fire.
Shahu, roll me a perception check.
Hold on a second.
Sap. 25.
You see, she touched the amulet, and her skin goes completely dark, and then it goes back to normal.
Um, what did you just do?
I can go black, and then I go back.
But why do you go black?
Things will hurt less.
Okay.
I get protected. And
Shahu,
meanies like you.
a few 100 feet across, you would spot a creature coming towards the fire. It seems to be a decently looking built half elf. Um, you see him being followed almost by a swarm of like butterflies, like on his back and his staff and his hand, as he's like calmly, like not like hop skidding, but like calmly walking towards the fire.
We should leave.
We should leave. Ooh. We're over
He,
here.
yeah, he spots you as
Pulls
you
him
say
out.
that. Yeah.
Shuk has invisibility on himself.
He still heard you.
He still casts on himself.
You still don't have a stealth check, so he comes close.
At least I'm
Her
invisible.
stuff is not good with her.
Okay, you are invisible. Loriantha is not.
I'm
Well,
in danger. Am
too
I?
bad for her.
Are you bad?
Alright.
Are you?
He like looks at you and you see like you see him whisper some words to the butterflies as they like they fly like as a flock towards you. Not like
No,
fastly.
that looks dangerous. Create a little bonfire in front of her.
There's no magic being cast.
Okay, yeah. Hmm. What are they butterflies?
They seem to be butterflies.
Okay,
Yellow
yeah,
and
she wouldn't.
orangish.
Okay, yeah, she wouldn't do that. Then I thought you said something else. Like, oh, pretty butterflies. They hurt me.
They engulf you in a swarm. And
You start
they
giggling.
they 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 tickle. like as they sit like on your head, on your shoulders, on your hands, on your backpack, on your boots, right? And
I'm a butterfly. Woo.
what are you doing? Shaking your hands like wings?
Yeah, I'm slowly shaking.
You see the butterflies of your arms that are like flapping their wings, but they don't seem to go. They seem to be investigating you. They seem to like sensing you,
Mm.
almost uh, like smelling and such.
She smells them back.
Perception check.
Oh, that's a 18. Even
As
with
you
a minus
smell
one.
them, you get a very strong sneeze, and you realize you're as you forgot that you're allergic to butterflies. I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
Hey,
I'm,
Magus.
I'm allergic to butterfly. 7.
You fail. Um, you take 2 poison damage as you sneeze, and all the butterflies kind of seem to like fly away. The druid holds out his staff, like with the staff piece on the bottom of the forest kind of grass, right? And he holds like not vertically towards you, but like the upper part more towards you. Sorry, as the upper part is a little lean towards you. He looks at you and he says, "Did you lay this forest fire?"
I don't know how to put it out. Woo, I cannot do that. I don't have. Can you do it for me?
A deception check?
Well, she don't know how to put it
Well, you
out.
just said like 2 minutes ago how to do it. That you could like do something to the fire.
No, she
To
asked him if
Shahu.
he could do it.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
asked him if she could do it. If he could do it.
Persuasion then?
Uh, that's a 19. She kind of looks at him
Uh,
with a bit eye.
looks at you and he says, "How do you get into this forest, kid? Anyway." He
Um,
tosses you like a very very big plant-based water skin. I want you to roll me an
ooh,
athletics or acrobatics of your choice to catch it.
uh, it's the same modifier. Um, 11.
Okay, as this it's like larger than your torso, right? As it kind of goes towards you, as you're standing like 10 feet next to the fire, it lands on top of you, right? And the dagger you stole from Shahu kind of pierces through it, as the entire thing just pops open. The thing extinguishes like a third or like half of the
Oh,
fire that is on the ground.
why do you throw things at me? Does it look like I'm good at catching
He
things?
looks at
Look
you
at
and he
him
said,
cross-eyed.
uh,
That
that
that's so weird.
that
Woo, you're weird.
that thing took me hours to make. Anyway,
Meanwhile,
before you do anything, he
hey,
goes close to you and he kind of like grabs your arm and like pulls you towards the fire, kind of like almost like parenting, kind of like you did it,
Not
you
burning me.
put it out.
Oh no. Mm,
Sure.
meanwhile, hey, Miss Muggins, some food. You wanna do the honors?
He looks at like you see like your shirt, right? And you see the cat eyes in your like in the center of it of your chest looking up at you.
All right, I'll prepare it for you. Um, you know how it goes.
Hmm?
All the dead. That's all I'm capable of.
how does the druid look?
It's a big man, 18.
18. My safe is 21.
Yeah, he fails. As he grabs your arm, kind of and like pulls you like 10 feet
I,
towards the fire. He holds his head.
I
He
don't want to
says,
burn.
"Ugh, heat is getting to my."
I guess my invisibility wears off.
Correct. It
Was
doesn't
that
Yes.
spot you.
Hurting
Hmm.
people's bad, unless they're bad. I'm not bad. You think I'm bad? You're big.
He shakes his head for a moment. He says, "Eh."
Was he full life?
He was.
12 damage.
He is bloodied.
Who are you? Can I get a hug? Don't touch me.
Uh, he kind of shakes his head for a moment. He says, uh, "I'm Tom."
Hi, Tom. Can you help me put it out? I don't want to be burned. I don't like pain. Uh, that much.
He smiles for a moment. He says, "Sure, the trees are screaming when they're on fire."
I don't like to hurt nature.
Hmm. Glad to hear the cast Druidcraft.
I,
Did,
I, I think I've learned my lesson, Mister. Mm.
did he get a system shock?
I rolled for it. He's disadvantaged on ability checks and saving throws. Lorantha, what are you doing?
She looks at him. Did you see that big thing falling from the sky?
Hmm? Big
Mm,
thing?
mm-hmm.
I don't.
Happened
What?
some time ago. Big thing fall from the sky.
Hmm.
We could
No,
see it from far away. Okay.
haven't seen it. Tell me more
How?
about it.
Uh, I don't know. It looked weird.
Hmm.
Looked
He,
metallic
you,
almost.
your passive insight reveals that he thinks you're fucking delusional by this point, or you're
I'm
just
not
a kid
crazy,
like
okay?
playing a prank on nature.
I'm not crazy, okay? Woohoo!
Alright,
I am. No, you're
Magnus.
crazy.
How do you like him? Raw or well done?
The cat looks at you. That's
Well,
about it.
of course.
What? What now, Tom? Are you? Are you?
He
Are you
proceeds to
going to punish
cast
me?
another set of Druidcraft. Hmm. No, this forest is, a cycle. Things need to, guess, being destroyed in a less destructive manner. Um, but on the ashes there will grow something else.
That's true. Think a phoenix will come up? Big bird of fire. Lay egg.
I
And
hope not for this place.
have you ever seen a phoenix?
Hmm. There's tales about them. Apart from that,
Really?
no.
Do you live close by?
I have a hut.
Do you have a wife?
No.
Do you have kids?
I do.
Do you have cookies at your place?
I can probably make some, kid.
I want cookies. How old is your
Persuasion.
kid? Is she lost? Or does she know roughly where she is?
You know very roughly where you are. You're somewhere western in the Elvish territory. You only
How
know you need
long
to
is
go somewhere south to the Elvish kingdom,
it?
but you feel lost, yes.
Yeah, 16. I feel a little lost. I'm a bit hungry and thirsty.
Hmm. I don't have a map around, but
I had a
from
map.
the hut, I know where to go if you need to go anywhere within the forest.
Oh, I want to go to the big white whale.
Hmm. The Elvish city. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah, I can lead you. I can give you direction from my hut.
Yeah, sounds good. And cookies.
He
I'll
casts
make
he
them.
casts another druidcraft, right? To extinguish everything except for like a fourth of the fire. It still spreads. Sure, you're gonna do anything.
Sure looks Magen's eyes and says, "You're leaving me hanging here, but
The cat like liquidizes out of your coat, right? Your coat is like your skin feels wet.
uh,
Do you know this like green slime in boxes that you can buy?
mm-hmm,
Like when you
yeah,
have it in a hand and then it just goes away out of your hand, this kind of wet
yeah,
feeling? Yeah, that. Like your entire chest. Your
all
clothing
right,
sticks to it a little bit.
okay,
You feel uncomfortable. The cat gets out, right? And looks at the druid, kind of casting druidcraft, and you the cat sniffs on the ground, right? And puts a paw onto the ground, casting minor illusion. And you see almost like you see a symbol appear. It's arcane-ish nature. It's arcane theory. You've seen it last time in the Shadowfell, kind of in the Book of Blight. Um, it is kind of almost like abjuration security of some sorts for a symbol.
okay.
The cat takes a few steps forwards towards the kind of biggish man. Cat looks at him, casting druidcraft.
I see where this is going.
There's an uh you see the cat casts identify. You see a only you see a almost runic spellbook under its feet as it kind of walks across the grass and ground, almost ethereal.
Mm.
The cat looks back at you, and the mental connection establishes again, and it says, "It is only." Looks at the guy defending its place. He is
Oh,
like me defending, and he looks at the ethereal book as it closes back up. You feel the cat back in your sleeve.
fine. For once, I'll leave it. I just, I just hide behind the tree and watch him.
Stealth check.
Mm-hmm. 7.
Um, you probably cannot hide there for too long as you cast it out of the same direction.
I'll switch position.
Okay. Uh, you feel hidden.
I feel hidden. I feel safe.
Yes.
I
Um,
wait. I will cast reduce on myself.
okay, you become small and you feel hidden.
Okay.
The druid casts another druid craft. Lorenzo, I cannot do anything.
Kind of. Does he say anything when he do it? Like a word?
He almost casts like a sorcerer.
Mm, like, wow. Don't you join?
He closes his eyes and basically just like hums, and it just happens. You see a green hue around his hands as it's kind of almost like a wisp disappears, and a set of like steam appears on the fire.
You cast magic. Interesting.
He looks at his hands and looks at you. Hmm. Well, giving back nature. What kind of? His eyebrows look up, and he seems a little confused for a moment. The well, attention it deserves as he continues his spell.
You think my eyes are pretty?
Your
Someone
eyes
told me
are
they were weird.
certainly unique.
Unique. Who? I'm unique. Thank you. She kind of just copies the same thing as he does when he do the flicker of the emotion. She does the same thing and she starts humming the same thing he does, basically copying him. Like
So you see this tiny girl that is following Shore, kind of learning from the druid.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the fire is extinguished. He gets out a little bag and sprinkles what appears to be like almost like sand into the ashes. Lorenza.
Why? Why are you calling why sand?
Hmm. He shakes the bag for a moment. You hear the rustling sound, and he says, "It's not certainly sand. It's accent seeds.
Ooh, what's that? See something?
Insects
Oh,
and uh, some flower tree seeds. Basically everything.
hmm.
Let's say I could throw it into a pond, and there's probably gonna be an aces out of it. I don't know what kind of flowers, but it's gonna be there."
That's cool. Can we eat insects? You eat insects? What do you normally eat?
Mm, when they are big, you can. I would certainly not advise it. Insects can be uh, poisonous, and uh, some are good for you, but every life is so sacred.
Kids used to feed me a lot of insects. Some made me feel bad. Some made me throw up. It holds her mouth.
Probably poisonous ones.
Yes, a lot of poison. Mm.
He looks like an eyebrow. Your passive insight reveals what's wrong with that kid. Are your parents somewhere around?
Mm. Not around here, no. I
Where
have
are you
family
from
in.
anyway?
Not from there.
He
Points the
he
little
looks
kid.
up, looks into the direction you're pointing. From the north, you are
Mm,
from.
mm. Holds her hand over her mouth and catches her hand.
It's a
Maybe,
mountainous area
maybe.
with some fields and villages.
Mm,
Stone wall
mm,
architecture.
maybe,
They treat
maybe.
their animals poorly.
Mm. Shrugs her shoulder. Mm,
Guess nothing that
mm,
you, little girl, would care about.
mm. I care about it, but I'm not usually not allowed to go outside. They say I'm bothering people. I'm not weird. Woo, I'm just unique.
Hmm. Well, you're not bothering nature unless you are burning it or harming it.
Mm, sorry about that.
I assume you wanted to do a campfire of sorts, and it went wrong.
Mm, mm. Campfire under a weird thing.
Hmm?
Campfire, yes.
Deception check.
What? White? Hurt white man. Hold on over her mouth. 8.
Hmm.
Patience a fail.
Arson is not good for little kids.
Mm. Nods.
Hmm.
Keep holding a hand over her mouth.
Okay, let's get going.
Mm,
Who's gonna
Cookies.
follow them?
Uh, Stealth check and survival, because you have to do it at a pretty, like, little bit of a far distance to not
Cookies
get
with
noticed.
poisonous insects in them. My tummy hurt. Woo.
Hmm. Mm, mm,
She grabs his hand.
mm, mm. He smiles for a moment.
She walks next to him, holding hand, looking up at him sometimes.
He's humming and kind of looking into the distance, looking at a few birds passing by.
There's a hum on the same thing that
You
he's
would
humming.
you would notice the kind of guy casting at you being behind you and kind of following from tree to tree, Loriantha. He seems to be distracted. Your low burly friend.
Uh, is Tom referring to
No,
who? That's so
you notice him. He does
okay.
not.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta roll for something. Ah, so she's noticing it. Boom. Oh yeah. He puts a hand over her mouth. And, not. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So you put your hand over your mouth, just like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling alright.
Mm, nods.
Okay.
Bite on her finger a little bit, like not enough to hurt her, but
Mhm. He
just
looks at
weirdly.
you and he whispers something to himself. You don't seem like he's a good piece larger than you.
Mm, mm, mm. What did you say?
Mm-mm.
Did you say something?
No, I just thought of my kids.
Oh, how old are your kids?
They must be 30 by now.
30? Oh, you old. Well, how many do you have?
I have two kids.
Oh, they live at home, both of them?
Well, not at mine.
Oh, hmm. Did you know that there are cats that are both guy and girl and can make baby with themselves, and they they lay egg, and then it becomes super cats?
Mm. No, I don't think those kind of cats do exist.
Mm,
He almost like jokingly smiles at you. Tell me more about them.
mm, black cats. Mm, disappear in shadow. Weird cat, but cute.
Hmm. Well, certainly sounds a lot weirder than a cat should be. I know they are
Hey,
sneaky buggers.
mm, mm, weird. Weird is just something that you haven't figured out yet.
Well, you're weird.
Mm, mm, no, I'm unique.
Hmm.
You're weird.
It's just a different word for that.
Mm. What's normal anyway? Normal is a perception.
I don't think a lot of things are normal.
Mm. You're not normal. You
I'm
hug
not.
bears. Mm,
Sorry?
mm. You hug bears tenderly. Mm. Kiss them at night. Hold her hand over her mouth.
Hmm. No.
I'm, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm certainly not gifted at the stronger feats of my magic.
Can you turn into a bear?
Hmm. No.
Ooh, okay. So, do you have like a druid family, or do you just by yourself?
No. I learned it by myself. I had a gnome teach me a thing or two before. That was certainly helpful, at least with my magics. Okay.
Gnomes are cute.
As you're walking and talking, you see a wooden hut in the distance, coming closer. No chimney.
That's your home. Let's not burn it up. It looks nice.
Hmm. Well, it's melded from trees. I took so that he looks away. Painful amount of time to make it. Would be glad if you didn't.
I don't burn things. I engulf them. Mm.
Yeah, you probably hug them and they just turn on fire.
You think so?
Don't
I'm
try
just
it.
scared. Mm. I like hugs. Can I hug things anymore?
You can.
Can you give me a hug?
Persuasion check.
She's gonna burst into 23.
Yeah, that succeeds. Oh, sure,
Yay!
stranger girl. He
So
looks
my friend
around for a
can love
moment,
me.
like he looks around, hugging a random kid. I'm going to jail for this shit. And he looks like around for a moment, right? And then he just hugs you.
He hugs him back. That's nice. My sister's the only one that hugged me. My
Hmm.
parents didn't hug me.
That is disheartening.
Mm-hmm.
People should be nicer.
Yes. My sister's nice.
Yeah, you end up at the hut. Shehu, you see it from like 60 feet away.
And climb on a tree.
Okay, acrobatics check.
I almost trip down the tree.
What did you roll? Okay, that's right. I rolled in picks for NPCs. Oopsie. Let me just fix that real quick. I watched the wrong channel. There, you rolls. Yeah, you don't make it up the tree as you kind of like, that was easier in the Shadowfell.
She was grunting like.
Yeah, you seem to be a little too short to do that. You missed like the second to last branch by like a centimeter or two, like an inch.
She enlarges him, climbs up, and then reduces him.
Reroll your acrobatics. Yeah, you're not doing better, even despite being larger.
Hmm.
As you get to the branch and you kind of with your chest like kind of over it, and you're hanging like feet and like arms downward. You can't bring yourself like to an upright position to push yourself up. It's kind of hanging there. Mr. Muggett's on a different branch looking at you. Like below you. 10 feet.
She pretends to do pull-ups.
We
Roll me
should invite
deception, Shehu.
others.
What's your roll?
He says in his mind, "New arms, new arms."
Ah, the cat looks at you and it licks its palm. It's secretly judging you. You can tell.
Just gives up and sits down in the tree and watches the cabin.
Okay, you can't really get up unless you make it. So you get back down and you sit kind of on like the base of the tree and you look towards the cabin.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Lorantha. In the meanwhile, you're in the cabin,
Mm.
cabin, and there is like kind of this crystal hanging almost in a lantern, right? It seems to have like this same yellow reddish hue from the butterflies. It emanates warmth throughout the room. As you know, it's autumn and it's almost turning winter.
Mm. You be okay out here in the winter? Won't
Hmm,
it be cold for you?
it's fine. The lantern keeps me warm at night, and it should last around 1 or 2 more years.
Mm. Where's the kids? Oh, they're old. They're not here.
They're not.
We should invite the others.
Who?
Put a hand over her mouth.
Others? Are you
Mm.
alone?
Mm. I'm never alone. I hear things.
Oh, sure, yeah. I don't assume you're deaf as you can hear me.
Mm-hmm. Things talk to me.
What kind?
Mm.
Don't say me. He chuckles for a moment.
different things. Weird thing, not weird things. Dark things, light things, smelly things, not smelly things. Funny
Hmm.
things and boring things.
Okay. Um. So you wanna water?
Oh, yes, please, very much. You're not gonna poison me, are you?
You see this kind of like copper blue hued tank as he like gets a like a you see almost like a bowl, right? It's natural wood, and he fills it up and kind of puts it on the table.
Hmm. Is it water?
Well, yes.
Can, can you taste it first?
He takes a sip from the same crank he got it out of his hand.
Mm. No, you could have poisoned the mug from the mug.
Sure. He takes the drink from the kind of bowl and he fills it up again.
Please be careful.
Hmm.
Everyone's out to get you.
No. I
Mm,
don't get a lot of visitors.
I'm not a visit. I'm not a wizard. Wizarder. I'm a
Well, you're
wizard.
here.
No, I'm not.
If you are in my house and you are
All in
invited,
your
then
head.
you're a visitor.
It's all in your head. I'm in your head. I'm not real. Does it
No,
taste
I
the mug
think
any
you're
different?
real.
Am I?
He thinks for a moment. Yes.
Shouldn't bite the cat.
Cat. What you were referring to a cat before? What kind of?
Black cat. Do you have a cat?
Hmm. I don't. I've seen a few cats before.
Mm. Mm. The white one has my map.
White one?
Mm. Put a hand over.
Hmm. What are you talking about?
Mm. What are you talking about?
You said something
Are you
about
gonna
cookies,
make
right?
me? Yes, cookies.
Hmm. Well, he looks around and he proceeds to throw things together.
What direction is the capital?
Well,
White
it's
where?
unmissable. There's a hill a few hundred feet from this, and he points out like towards a hill, right? Uh,
Hmm,
well, it's unmissable from there, as he points out to it.
interesting. Do you
It's
have
like a
things
day
to
trip
trade?
away. Nothing much more.
Hmm, do you want to trade? I got a new knife.
A knife. What does a kid do with
Mm-hmm.
that?
Um, it was a trade for the map, but I need the map back.
Okay, why did you trade it then?
Uh, he he took it, so I took from
Who
him
took your map?
the white one.
Hmm? He
Mm,
looks confused for a moment at you.
yeah, the white one took my map,
Who's that?
but you can't read it.
I can read a map. That's perfectly fine.
No, white one can't read the map.
What
Only I
people?
can read it. Yes, people are
Okay.
weird.
Sure. He proceeds to throw a few cookies together and he says, "Why don't you trade that knife back for a map if you need it?"
Oh, do you have a map?
I don't. Don't need one.
Hmm, what do you have? I have things for trade.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Let's say I want that knife.
What will you give me for it?
5 silver.
Is that a lot?
It's good money for a kid, especially.
Hmm, hmm. Do you have herbs that you can eat? Do you have food?
Well, I'm
Trade
going
it
to
to you
prepare
for food.
cookies, and
That's
he
true.
points out the window. I usually eat a lot of berries around here.
Mm,
They are replenishable, and it doesn't hurt nature.
sounds good. I'll trade it to you for 4 silver and berries.
Sure. He gets out
They're just
a leathern pouch, right? And he gets out like 4 silver coins, and he pulls out a handful of berries.
Mm, this looks tasty.
They
Taste
are
one.
ration. You taste one. They are blueberries.
Hmm, blueberry, blueberry jam.
Hmm. He takes the knife out of your other hand as you're kind of like distracted by the berries.
Counting the berries, putting them between your fingers.
It's 12 berries. It's one ration.
Like, Tom's nice.
Hmm? Sorry.
She kind of like say it loud so that the guys outside, so that she who outside will hear it. Tom is nice. Say, Tom's nice.
I'm
You should.
certainly trying my best.
Mm, come
So,
in. No, can't come in.
hmm?
Just you and me here. No one is outside.
He looks left and right and he says, "You certainly make me a little suspicious, you know that, right?" He looks out of the window.
Do you think we're being followed?
Hmm. Well, animals follow me to my shack every once in a while, but there is certainly a guy sitting at the tree. What the hell?
I'm sorry, I was muted. She was clearly sitting out in the open at the base of a tree watching the windows.
Yeah, basically, right? So he looks out the window, right? And he says, "Well, sometimes animals follow me to my hut, and there's certainly sitting a guy outside at the tree. What the hell?"
Is it the white one?
Uh,
He's,
it's a
he's
boy.
twiddling his thumbs, staring just up
You
at the
see the
sky.
druid like blank stare like for a moment like confused as hell looking out the window and he like points out his finger out and it's just like, well, he certainly has wet hair and
White
looks
one.
down at you.
Is he real? Can you see him too?
Uh, he rubs his eyes and he says, "Well, yes, I did sense him. Usually my swarm tells me." Shoo, you would look upwards and you would hear and you hear the swarm of butterflies in the tree above you,
Sometimes I
sitting on
see things
almost
that are
every
not
leaf
there.
and branch. Sorry?
Sometimes I see things that are not there. So when I see things that are there, I don't always know if they're real.
Okay, but that guy is certainly real. Is this the? And he points
You
out
know.
the window. Is this the guy that has your map?
Mm-hmm.
She was studying the map.
You can't reach it. Any like written piece on it? You have no clue what it is.
He pretends to study it.
It's written in a weird alphabet. It almost feels evil. Um, you he opens the door, right, and he like waves his hand towards him, and he says loudly but not angry. He says, "Are you the guy that scammed the little girl of her map?"
Drew looks up for a second into his eyes and then looks down at
Waves at
Vamp
me.
again, ignoring him.
He's not bad. He's gonna help me find my sister.
Hmm, lost your sister. That's
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
Hmm.
I don't want to be in your shoes. He has the bowl of the cookie dough in his arm, and he like, "You boy, get inside."
Come, Tom's nice. He's gonna make us cookies.
Drew just ignores him completely, still sitting.
Hey, you, are you deaf?
He's sassy.
He's certainly unique.
He said I had special eyes.
Hmm.
Drew puts the map away and mends his clothes as best as he can from the fire.
Ah, you one of those
I
wizards.
burned him.
It looks a little wild.
Why don't you come in, white one? It's nice in here.
Fine.
He can speak. Gladly.
Are you done playing games yet?
I like playing house. It's gonna make me cookies. I know where this white whale is now. Do you?
Roughly.
You have no
Mm-hmm.
clue.
Where is it then?
East?
No. Well, wait a moment. Thanks for a moment. No, is it east?
You don't know. You don't have the map.
No, like I don't know, but I roughly know how to find it. Something with a hill.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves the door open and goes back inside.
Can I help
Let's
you
see how
make
well
cookies?
those cookies end up. Are you proficient in survival?
No, -1.
Okay, then you cannot. Uh, you see him, Shahu, see him pour a bunch of like odd-ish things together, and none of them are flour. You, as the life of a servant, would definitely know how to make cookies.
Wait, what? You made cookies not out of flour?
Yes, he is going to.
How do you make cookies without flour?
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Pulls up his sleeves, goes next to him, grabs his arm.
Hmm?
How
Oh.
do you make cookies without flour?
Uh, he looks down for a moment. He looks at you and he says, "Well, I tried to find a substitute, but I'm not doing a great job at that."
What type of cookies are you making?
Uh, Hazelnut chocolate? I don't know yet. I will see.
You have chocolate?
I do.
Mm.
Do you have any corn around?
I have oats.
Praise the corn
Hey,
god.
thank you.
Corn the Lord strong. Mm. I like
Has a few cooking supplies, not too much.
Guess you can substitute for that.
Probably if you crush them. Can roll a survival
Very
check.
dry cookies.
Yeah, that's why you usually mix it with water and usually milk.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. Um, you look at him and you don't give him any advice, and they like you see him like pull the crystal out of like the crystal lantern off the ceiling as he gets onto the table. Well, the only thing required now is baking. It takes like an hour or so. As he unplugs the chain kind of off the ceiling. He hangs it into the kind of compartment to the side of the kind of brass copper cauldron where the water is in, and he hangs it in there, and it slowly starts to heat up the cookies. Shahu, you see they are certainly a little too dry.
Mm,
I'll trade you blueberries for my map back. Your knife's gone. I traded it for blueberries.
yeah, yeah.
He says small girls shouldn't play with knives. He puts a hand on your shoulder and he looks at you and he says, "You should know that at your age."
Mm.
Who points at the girl and says, "She plays with fire, not with knives."
Didn't girls
I
used to
never
play
said
with
that was
knives?
any better.
I got my first knife when I was 4.
Also, she's a trained assassin, if you didn't know.
I'm not.
Deception check?
I know as a fact that Javir's family is a family of assassins.
Yes, correct. But she
Not
said
all of them,
she's
but
not, so roll me a deception check.
uh,
He's more likely to
17.
believe her than you.
17.
Uh, mm,
17
I
deception.
I don't think that's true.
How could a cute little girl like me be an assassin?
Points at
Mm-hmm.
burned hair.
Well, you need to look out when you're trying to scamble girls in forests for fires.
Yeah, you. You should keep your dirty white mouth shut.
Shu
And
takes
don't say that. What? I don't mean that. I
Shu
like
takes
you.
the cookies from the fire and pours some water on them,
Hmm. Have
then
you
puts them back.
done that before?
I've done it enough to know they're too dry when
Hmm.
they're done.
Okay, stranger boy. Can I have your name or yours? He looks over to you.
Better be
Hmm.
if you didn't know it.
Ooh,
What are
I
you,
like
some
this.
kind of rogue wizard kid? Ooh, I'm
I
too
like.
cool for my own name.
No, but people die wherever I go. Just a thing, you know.
Okay, then I might don't want to know your name, but he looks
Indeed.
at the kid.
He's just trying to be scary. He's
Oh,
He
just
really
nods
a nice
while looking
person.
away from him.
just telling you the facts.
Okay, kitchen assassin boy, whatever you are.
No, she's the assassin.
Hmm.
I'm,
He still
I'm just.
thinks you're like a teenager messing with him. So he looks over at you, Loriantha, and he says, "So, what about you?"
Oh,
He sits at the table.
my name.
Ah, I mean, you got mine. Wouldn't that be a fair trade?
Hmm, I guess things for me. Hmm. I like this part. I get to come up with names. Mm. I am I am bench dried though.
Uh, you
So
are
face
not.
looks at the-
You're not. That is
I
whatever you came up with right now. You probably have a name at home.
mm, they call me Lorianta. No,
Hmm.
what's that?
He nods for a moment. He looks at you, and he says, "Nice to meet you."
Thank you.
While he was turned away, I should cast detect magic.
The only magic you sense around is the swarm of butterflies on the outside. The
Hmm.
entire house sparks of a transmutation-ish magic. It's like bending. It's almost like control flame, but for wood has been used on it. It's been transmuted by magic. And there's some evocation coming from the crystal out of the lantern. It's certainly weak. It's like produce flame of sorts. It does emit heat and light.
Hmm.
It's a radiator, cooking device, boiler, whatever. Anything that requires heat, it does it. It's a convenience device.
Hey, where you got the lantern from?
Hmm. Well, I had a druid gnome kind of person around. He handed it to me because he had no more use for it. He made too many of those, and he had like a belt of them, hanging like 5 of them. He was almost cindering down the area. He then dispersed a bit of snow for me, and it was nice. I didn't have to shovel.
How did the gnome look? Is he short?
Well, he was smaller than you. He was older than you.
Oh,
That's usually how gnomes look. They
what's
look
the
like
color of
old
his
men, but
old
tiny.
man?
That's
What's his hair color?
It was this kind of like blonde reddish, something like
Hmm.
that.
And his
did
stomach
he
color?
Eh?
What's the color of
Excuse
his
me?
stomach? Yes.
I can't
What's the
tell.
color of
I
his
can't
stomach?
see through gnomes. I don't have gnome
did,
ray vision.
You don't
did he
have gnome
go
vision?
by Greenwich?
No. I don't
Okay.
remember his name too precisely anyway. It was some 10, 15 years ago.
Did he sell anything else?
No. Not sell. He left the berry bushes outside. They never died in the winter.
Oh, Lorietta, was it?
No, I'm dry bench though.
Okay,
I
dry
don't know
bench
who
vote.
Lorianta is.
Did you? family take a trip uh, to the
To
west of
hell
here.
and back. Cross
Okay,
dimensions and realm. What?
never mind.
No. Trip?
The druid looks at you, Shehu, and like his eyes wander off to the little girl, like into the distance for a moment, and he shakes his head.
Trip where?
I just, you know, happen to pass by your family members.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think. Yeah, me too.
Hmm. They come and go.
I think
They
they're
never
still
come
alive.
back. Hmm. But they.
Regretfully,
Hmm. That's not very nice to say.
it's also not very nice that my friends died.
Hmm. In the end, everything dies. It gets
Indeed.
remained in the eternal cauldron.
Are you done with your cookies soon?
The druid is like, "What kind of people are in my house? What the hell?" Shehu, you would see that in his face, like a little bit. Seems to be a little worried about you too, like mentally wise.
I tried not to approach, but you kept insisting.
You should get your life together, really, people.
Hey, do you have a passport?
Well, he points out to like his right ear that is pointy, and that other one that is human. Let's say I have citizenship.
Right.
Interesting.
I don't
You
like the city. It drowns the forest.
do you know if there's a guard tower anywhere near?
I know of a few.
Could you point me in the direction?
He looks at you and he says, "Well, in information for trade, what are you willing to sell for it?"
She walks out the door.
As he like looks at the map in your other hand and he smiles for a moment. He
She
whispers to
just
you,
walks.
Lorenza. See, that's how it usually works.
Yes, that's how you do it. You can't read it. Only I can.
She
And my
goes
sister.
out the door. That's still open.
Wait, cookies though.
Yeah. He
You know where you found your map.
Mm,
he chuckles for a moment. He says, "Older boys are weird. Let's
yeah,
say they always think everything better."
yeah, I know. How long until the cookies are done?
Hmm.
I need to go with him, I think.
Some 10 minutes.
Can't you wait 10 minutes, white one? The cookies are soon done.
She goes just walking around the whole cottage.
Okay. You see a few berry bushes on the backside.
He
You
tries to
see
pick.
the kind of snow shovel and there's no chimney at it, and a kind of like haystack. It's mostly like krauts and flowers.
Hmm.
So you said you pick some berries.
Yeah.
I got disturbed, very much so.
Mm.
Sorry.
They didn't say anything.
Yeah, yeah, I have an awesome life, and that's totally not sarcasm. So, you said you wanted to pick some berries, right?
A handful for some jam.
Survival check.
Yeah. Net 20.
Yeah, you don't dint them at all.
They go off easy.
goes back into the house and
Yeah.
looks for more pestle.
There's a glassine jar in the wooden mortar. Close enough. Else, one of the kind of wood-grown bowls it usually uses for water would also work.
Yeah, just something like a bowl.
Okay. You see the boy come back in, Lorenzo,
Mm.
with some like
How
like a
old?
2 handful of berries. Sorry.
How do your character looks? Shoot, I don't actually. I think a
Uh,
lot of people don't know how your character looks right now.
he's
Actually,
a very tall boy, looking young. Has white hair that goes in all gradients of gray to black, like strands. And his eyes are purple grayish, like a weak purple. Very light.
you look kind of like a boy. You said, like
Yeah,
young.
very young.
Mm.
Some
Almost almost androgynous, pale. Has
Mm.
has working
16-ish.
traveling clothes on. Yeah, but he's very tall for
Yeah.
his age looking.
Um, Lorenzo, you would know like your brothers of same age. They look physically stronger.
Yeah, he has new arms.
Yes.
You look weak for a boy. Are you a girl?
Who knows?
You see, like the turret, like on the side of the wall, like his hand and his arm, and just banging the wall, holding back a laughter.
I know. Do I sound like a girl?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I am.
You can have babies when you go big.
Could be anything.
Weird.
He looks up from his arm, right, and he says, "You don't need to shame yourself."
Anyway, do you have some sugar?
Uh, Top shelf.
Thanks.
You can borrow one of my
He
sister's
brushes
bras.
the berries with
She's also
something
small.
flat, put sugar in, mixes it, a little bit of water, maybe.
Survival check,
Mix
please.
mix jam.
Survival check. Let's see how well
11.
it turns out.
Belly butter jam.
Here for the cookies or bread.
Hmm, that's a good idea. Smiling widely.
What?
Maybe
You
you
into
are making a good housewife someday.
you into girls that
I'll
look like
marry
boys?
you. I'm a
Huh?
boy. I'll marry you if you make good cookies.
She with getting a love interest.
Can we go now?
He puts his like you see the druid put his arm around you. I would be worried about her.
My mother always says that I'll make a very horrible man very unhappy one day.
Yeah. No. I know.
Sorry.
You
What?
better believe she is an assassin.
You can believe whatever you want. I'm gonna stick
Yeah.
to mine.
Yeah.
He's making belly butter jam.
You can believe I'm a girl with flat chest.
Uh,
Maybe it gets your boat floating, I guess. Man.
he gets off and he says,
He's butthurt.
okay, boy. He looks at the
Okay.
cookies and he says, well, they're almost done. Like a minute or two.
They're almost done. Like a minute or two. It's nice.
It's nice to have people around every once in a while.
Muggins.
In your
You
coat,
do
undetected
you
by the druid.
do you care to
You look out the open door as you look for Muggins, right? And you see this butterfly swarm just on like like not a singular butterfly in the hut, but like you only see butterflies the moment you look onto the ground.
Um, Ground's made out of butterflies.
Yeah, you see the ground covered in butterflies.
Okay, never mind, mates.
You hear the mental connection of Muggins, right? As he like you feel him like around your shoulders, right? And your chest and your back, almost like a liquid substance all around you. And you hear this mental connection, and he says, "I can't stand butterflies."
Understandable.
His voice is
Disgusting.
like, or his mental voice is trembling as he says it.
Disgusting creatures.
I can't stand their wings beating. It makes me.
Alright. Just stay here.
Yeah, the connection cuts off. Muggins is taking a rest. Short one. Hmm, yeah, that should be about right. So, what concoction did you mix there together, as she would say? Are you poisoning us?
I think
I
he
mean,
may.
if your berries are poisoned, sure.
They're
He's an
not.
assassin. Not kill us.
There's your answer.
Hmm. He looks at you, like up and
Mm.
down, and he says, "Well, assassins are usually way better equipped."
You saw me make it.
Yeah,
Yes, they have hidden weapons.
you see
Yep.
him like look at your bruises and the kind of burn marks, and it's just like, "You're not doing well in the forest, now, do you, boy?"
Points at the girl.
It's a failed assassin.
You know who did it.
Uh,
I heard him.
you stumbling into a fire. Yes, I assumed so.
Her fire and her, what was it? Free rays of dark energy.
No, it was love energy.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Mhm.
What are you getting hugged to death?
bro. Why?
He's too edgy to hug.
He puts his hand on your shoulders. You should dabble less with the arcane and maybe be on the ground of the world sometimes. So he gets out the cookies.
Yeah,
Holds
get
out
grounded, bro.
kitchen knife. Is this grounded enough?
Well, let's say every person needs some roots in the world. You seem to be traveling a lot with no things.
Yeah, they keep disappearing magically.
Let's move in here. We can be
Eh?
his kids. You can be my big
Somebody seems
sister.
cursed.
Anyway,
Which one is my
you
new
want
sister?
you want to buy a knife?
What for?
Kitchen utensils?
I can spare some bowls. Pestle. Sure.
Wait, what are you paying for it?
Cooking utensils.
Uh,
Smiles.
you got anything for herbs?
Hmm. I have some dried flowers in the back, depending what you're looking for. It's a big pile of
Tools.
basically everything.
Tools for herbs.
Tools. No. Let's say trained fingers do well.
Never mind, I'll just keep the knife.
Looks at you and he says, "Well, definitely doesn't help with your insanity,
I'll trade a
keeping that
hammer for
around."
your herbs. I have a hammer. You want a hammer?
Maybe I should be a trader someday.
No, you shouldn't.
He gets out the cookies and puts them like onto the table.
Waits.
They're hot, beware. As he looks at Chihu with the jar of like whatever. berry concoction he brew up.
Start loading the cookies.
Okay. What are you doing, Shehu?
Just standing there, staring, waiting.
So,
He's impatient. He's on a mission.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
impatiently standing there.
Yeah, your sister's part of it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Whatever
Looks a
you
little
have
bit
to do
sad,
with your
looks down.
sister.
My new big sister can be mean sometimes. Can I eat the cookies now? Do you think they're
Hmm.
cold enough?
Well, he made some jam. Gonna wait until he puts it on him.
You can
Okay.
dip him.
Well, then let's all have a seat.
Mm-hmm.
Grabs a chair.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, thanks. Can we go now?
They're poisoned first.
Dips a finger in the berry jam. Taste it.
Well, you don't enjoy food much. It's almost indifferent.
See, not poisoned.
Well, we won't know
Secretly
it yet.
immune to poison.
He seems to be indifferent about the marmalade, correct? Um, you helped me. I insist. Sit down.
Who sits down?
See? Customs.
We're a happy family.
He grabs a cookie and puts it into the jam.
And you just taste it first.
Well,
I know it's
he did. And he
no,
bites
he
into the
needs the
cookie.
druid too.
Yeah? He bites into the cookie with a jam on it.
How did it taste?
Well, it's marmalade and cookies. Crunchy.
Takes 2 cookies and jewel wheels each one, licks the other.
Well, it's blueberry jam and kind of raisin, chocolate, and oats as flour substitute. They're a little hard, but your teeth can manage.
This tasted wonderful. Kind of eat them, smile on the face. Mm. Mm. Okay, thank you so much, White One. I think I'm ready to go now. I had some
You're
cookies and
just
water.
leaning back and rocking in the chair.
He's
Okay,
impatient.
Lorenzo, he like gives you the last 2 cookies and puts a
Thank
cork
you.
on the jam, and he says, "Well, here, you can have them. I ate a few.
Really?
I'm good for today.
Thank you so much.
Be sure to check out the hill as if you're leaving."
Mm-hmm. So that direction, hill, and then you see a road or something?
You can't miss it from up there. It's a
Okay.
little bit of a climb.
You'd be surprised.
Hmm.
I have bad eyesight.
He looks at Shehu and he says, "Well, I guess you have a guide." Smiles.
Mm-hmm.
A blind dog.
She gives him a hug, and then she goes over to the
You
White
ate 2
One.
cookies, right?
Uh,
Add 2d4 temporary hit points.
And
is it plus something?
2d4 plus 8.
or sugar.
Isn't sugar high right now?
Yes.
7 plus 8. That's
Yeah. Just add them onto your temporary hit points. You have 3 more, and they add 1d4 plus 4 each, and they stack. They reset until depleted. I guess you two have a little bit of a walk.
Say that again.
No, as you two are kind of leaving.
Oh,
Have a nice walk as he
Yes.
smiles at you.
and we were never here. It's a secret. Else you may get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt.
Nobody's coming around here anyway, so
That's good. I'm a secret.
of course,
And she
little
do the
girl.
shh mouth.
Be aware that you be somewhere at night. as he waves you goodbye.
Okay.
As you're going out the door, you see all the butterfly literally just flew out of the off the ground into the tree back. As you two are out of the door, right, and Mr. Muggins is no longer in the hut, the entire swarm of butterflies just flies into the place, and he says, "Oh, come on." As you're leaving eye range. What are you
Whispers,
two? What are you two doing?
whispers to her. What a creep.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
Yes, me.
It's okay.
Lead the way. Here's your map.
Thank you. Looks at the map.
Well, you see the path you wanted to take. I want you to roll a survival check with advantage.
15.
Okay, yeah, you would definitely spot the kind of route, and you see the hill symbol that the druid was symbolizing at. See it in the distance. It's on the into the direction of the path.
Okay. My map is great. This way. Walks in the direction that you think is the hill.
Lorantha, only you can see it, but you basically see like your footsteps on the map that you've been going. So you can pretty much
Oh,
always tell where you are.
I know where I
It's
am.
almost the map of secrets from Harry Potter. It also shows some varying things in the distance.
What were those things from the distance?
Well,
Unknown.
footsteps. You can't tell really.
Yeah.
They're also some 100 or more feet away each.
There are some people up
It's not all
few hundred
people.
meters.
You
Yeah,
can't tell
but
if it's people or it's just
it's
things.
something. It's something up ahead. Couple 100 meters. Feet.
He would cast resistance on himself.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I know things. Yeah, start walking. Is those things in the direction of the
No.
hill? Do you want to go investigate the things? They're alive.
No reason
No?
to.
Okay. Just, so how many of those were there?
One.
One.
Yeah.
And how fast is it moving in what direction?
Slowly. South.
Slowly. Slowly.
Yeah.
I see
Maybe an
those
animal.
footprints on the map.
No.
Whatever you're seeing, it's
Points
up
in
to
that
you.
direction. Let's go check it out.
She points to a random place on the map that is like some hundred more, like some few hundred feet fucking away.
I think there's
You have
nothing over
time
here.
to spare and keep your sister waiting.
It'll be fast. It's just a couple of feet away. 100 feet.
If you say so.
Okay. Goes in that direction. Kind of like skittles away in that direction.
Okay, show you following.
Yep.
Okay. You go south. You see the footsteps of Oriantha are like walking away from you, but you catch up onto it sometime. Roll me a survival check and a stealth check if you want to be unseen. Group stealth. Everybody roll.
12, 15.
Yeah, you're hiding into a bush, right? And Shehu like trips and falls out of it. Shehu, you would spot your little teleport gnome.
Yeah, page.
He's carrying a big backpack with a bunch of things in it. Hop skidding through the forest.
I know that guy. He owes me.
See?
Can maybe help us. He's got magic items. Lots of it.
Can I rob him?
No. Bargain.
Okay. You're alive.
He's a wizard,
You're a wizard.
preferably alive.
Dead or alive. Wanted. Dead or alive.
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 Put that
Wait.
knife away.
Okay. Puts the knife away. I'm not an assassin.
Yeah, as you're
Of
fumbling out
course.
of the bush, Shehu, as you're kind of talking, you didn't see the root on the ground. As you shift your weight forward to look like over the bush a little bit, you fall through it, right? It's a thorn bush. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Good thing I've got resistance on myself, right?
Uh, yes, sure, that applies.
Con 11, then plus 2.
4. It's a very sharp thorn bush.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. Okay, you take 2 bludgeoning damage from falling, 5 slashing damage, 7 slashing damage from the thorns, and piercing in combination.
That was it. 9.
Yes, 9 total, and 2 of them are bludgeoning.
You're a klutz.
Tell me with doubled.
11.
Okay.
11 total. Yeah. As you impact the ground, you feel your like muggins being onto your like squishing onto your back, right? And you feel your ribs and your kind of chest area hurting a lot more than the sharp
Nah.
pierces.
Fuck.
You see Xavier just look up. It's just like,
You don't have to follow me.
We're friends.
Xavier,
That's my name.
please wait.
Sure.
Got things to ask.
Yeah.
there's that boy from that.
Yeah, you remember that giant white owl
Yeah, your voice is kind of
That's-
same-ish.
that sent you a spell sending
Yeah, I have a lot of
that-
voicemails.
that you totally ignored?
Well, I have 1,600-ish voicemails, yeah. Let's say business is a lot of like work. And I
Could you-
don't want to do a lot of those.
Could you please elaborate what happened at the Everglades?
Well, I've been there. I said I
Mhm.
have a delivery. They said we're
Mhm.
not taking any delivery unless they have a
Mhm.
specific piece of paper, and I still have your shield somewhere in the backpack.
The police have it. And the other thing I ordered?
Black shield. What was the rest? Probably have it
Oh,
in there.
wish I remember.
Eh,
Bag of holding. What's
It was something that Shavir even ordered.
a bag of holdings? I remember that one.
well, I know you
Nah,
paid.
It was like some ring. I don't remember at all.
Well, I have
In
your
the
shield.
spell store in-
He puts down the bag and he scrambles out that blackened shield. It's repaired. It's +2 shield.
Blast 2 shield.
Yeah.
I totally don't remember. Is it magic missile shield?
It's a shield of missile attraction, yes. And there's a +2 to AC on top
Wait.
of the shield modifier.
Didn't I give that to the apprentice?
Innovation. Bag of holdings.
No.
I gave one shield to be improved to a smithy.
That is correct.
I don't remember anything, honestly.
That was in the one shot though.
No, it
No.
wasn't the real one. He
Was
talked
when
to
we
you
were there with Edwin.
in the harbor.
Ah, yeah, in the harbor
He
city.
made
Yes.
orders for shit.
Yeah, which you never, went back to get because of what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Xavier has the other shield.
Okay, shield of missile attraction.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anything's better than nothing.
Well, if you get around to, I mean, I'm not in my tower. I don't have a copy of the order.
Mm.
Have it somewhere
As
there.
for
You want,
as for
you want free
payment,
stuff.
what do I owe you?
Well, it's certainly pretty rare, one of those.
He looks at you and he says, I don't assume you have gold.
No, but I got things like the silver ring.
Wait, he transferred an enchantment onto the ship. Wasn't that what he did?
Correct.
Because he had a ring of missile
Correct.
deflection and transferred.
It's, you know, not easy to do. Pretty rare. What is it?
The silver ring?
Just silver?
You, I guess.
Well, even if I smell it down, it's not worth anything too much. It's
It's
special.
pretty.
Mm, I don't think
You
so.
want you want a jar of blueberry jam? Good.
Oh,
No.
I found another ring. A signet ring with a tree on it. Shows him.
A tree
Skelly
of sorts.
ring. Do you know who it
Probably
belongs to?
important.
Well, I have some notes of all my clientele, of it, to a degree. You know, personal protection. I can probably find it out, against surprise, of course, but I can. I can bring it there, or a note, or literally anything.
Well, if not now, I don't have the time.
Okay. Part for that shield, 2,500 gold.
Oh, did you know the Everglades? They've been raided, maybe killed,
Well,
looted,
they are
abducted.
assholes.
Ah, I considered them good friends.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that your friends are assholes.
They
To
don't
me.
mind their own business.
Hmm.
Calls her mouth.
You don't know anything about that raid?
It's druidic in nature.
No, the raid.
Oh, the raid. No, I didn't see any raiders. If you're asking me that.
Do you know anything about Black Rose making moves?
Black Rose. Black Rose. Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
using my network for years. Very
yeah, but
secretive organization of dark lords and whatever. I don't care. They pay well.
yeah, well, this girl here with me, she doesn't like her family much.
I'm not something. Ooh, ooh,
He
ooh,
he looks at you and he
ooh,
says, "Well, I can literally teleport anything."
ooh.
He
Oh,
looks at you.
have they
No, don't
recently
send me back.
used your services?
A lot of people. Currently traveling. You know, Shore City to my tower.
Bruce City. Which city?
Well, the one with the big ship harbor thing, and you know, want to meet a
Mm,
few people from like some ship.
mm. What ship?
Uh, wood and weird metallic contraption in the center somewhere.
Does that sound like the one from Jenkins, the new one?
Uh, nope. It sounds like the Wings of Liberty.
Yeah, I mean that one. The
Yeah,
merged one.
yeah, pretty much. Very crude description, but yeah, would fit.
Mm, mm. She's just holding her hand over her mouth. She's just making weird sounds. Ooh, ooh.
Well, where
What's
is your
wrong with
tower?
her?
He's points finger at his own head and, spins it.
She's mad.
No, I'm unique.
Uniquely crazy. Yeah, whatever.
Have
Anyway,
you know
Lawful,
what
like
are
lawful good versus chaotic neutral character response right there.
the
So
are the
so
Black Rose looking for something in the city?
he looks back at you.
where is your tower that they're using?
Well, I have one in the north and one in west and one in east. Essentially anywhere.
Could you find out where Black Rose went, if they used any?
Well, they're all around. They've been using my network for years from all around the places. I don't know how they
Hmm.
get there. I don't care.
Maybe
I don't
you
Yeah.
ask.
haven't.
I know from where.
Where?
Well, in
It's
my
just a
notes at my tower.
Oh, God damn it.
He's heading south to the harbor city.
I know.
Yeah.
Why? She don't know anything
So, do
about
you have to
documents
go
or
on
behaviors.
you,
Well,
or do I have
about
to,
the
like, you know?
payment, yeah, just write down the debt.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion. I don't wanna kill him right now. Persuasion. I guess I have to kill him right now.
He's my friend. Can you be nice to him?
Well,
helping me.
nice doesn't pay. Towers and magic.
But future
And I
business.
saved his
or
ass. As he
I saved
claimed.
your
Yeah.
ass.
he will save your ass in the future. If
Do you
not,
remember Illumertal?
Yeah, you came climbing into my tower, and I healed your back by you sleeping in my bed and leaving you a
Yeah.
place, not dying outside. And you told me to shove off the island for
Yeah.
like some ominous ass reason.
Yeah, you know that storm that
girl.
arrived?
Didn't
Yeah.
look back, but
Yeah, you wouldn't know because I told you to go to safety.
Saved your life.
yeah, the storm never killed one of my towers.
Hmm. That one would have.
Went boom.
Let's say
Anyway,
I did
I got
something for
you.
you, you do something for me.
Didn't I get you into business with the Everglades more?
Well, they certainly denied
Oh,
only my arrival at first, and they shot me with a bow as he as he unwheels his shoulder with a bandage.
But did you later get to go in?
Well, they stopped me at the gate and asked me what the hell I want. Tiny ass
your
person. And
your
then
wound hurt.
I told them I have an order from a client to bring something here. And he says, who? And I said, well, a kid with white hair. And he said, well, fuck you. And then the archer shot me with an arrow.
Didn't you tell them my name?
Well, I said, old person. Close enough.
Anyway,
Your wound hurt.
I don't have
Yeah,
your
he's like one of the
gold.
smartest person you know, and he still forgot your name.
Anyway, I don't have your gold.
Hmm. That's a bummer.
I would have made the Everglades pay, but they're gone from that place.
I don't assume they pay. As, you know, they didn't even take my order. But, you know, you can do something for me.
What is it?
Hmm.
Who wants a hug?
No, I don't want to hug.
Okay.
He looks at you and he looks up and down and he says,
I gave you my magic prowess to do something, so I will need your help with something.
That is.
Well, I certainly got into possession of a book of sorts, and I have no clue what to do with it.
You
a
found
wizard
book.
that can't identify a thing. It's rare.
Okay, anything you need identify. Show it.
Well, I can read it. Doesn't matter how much fucking magic I use.
As he gets out a book and it's bound in purple leather.
Right.
Its cover is certainly looking ominous and it emanates a strong, just general magic from it.
Before I even touch it, detect magic on it.
It's a varying magic of almost every school at the same time. It is stronger than like half of the things you sensed before. Like
Okay.
apart from the staff, the robe, and the gauntlets, nothing else comes close to it.
I have an inkling to what it is, but I will not touch it and identify a ritual
Well,
first?
have you go at it. I'm just gonna sit my ass down here.
Here, have some jam and cookies.
No, cookies are mine. You can have some jam though.
He's a friend.
I like those cookies. They're mine. You made it to me, not you.
Yeah, but sharing is caring.
Mm.
He
That's
looks
right.
at the kid.
Tastes better when you share.
You really gonna take cookies from my child?
No.
You see the gnome in the back just like cringing, and his eyes say, "Yes, I will."
He might, I won't.
Oh,
Well, he offered me a cookie, so I'm gonna get my cookie one way or another.
He deserves some payment, I'm just saying. And he's helping you get your sister, or helping me to get your sister.
mm, okay then. But you have to say lollipop 2 times.
I have to say,
No, he points at the gnome.
He like licks his pinky finger and puts it into your ear, right? And he says,
Lolly,
Yeah. That was only one time though.
well, can do it the other ear.
he licks his other finger.
Yeah. Grimaces with her face. Fair
He
enough.
steals a cookie in the meanwhile.
Goes down to take out one for him, like, oh, he's missing. Looks up, sees him eating one.
Crunch on it, yeah.
Xavier, where did you find this?
Oh.
Hmm. Ah, let's say disclosed information.
It's probably of my religion. I may need to know.
He's special.
Persuasion check.
No. Then
Hmm. Well, I don't dabble with your religion, and you don't dabble with my business.
But I gave you a cookie and it may be special to me too. So for my sake, please.
okay, if you tell me where you
Please.
found it, I can tell you something about the town you're just heading to.
Sure. It has a lock. I can't open it. I tried it. I blasted a bunch of magic at it. Uh, I got it from a person. Uh, it is the person is still alive. Just don't mind me telling you that. Um, apart from that, it is expensive. And if and I have an okay feeling about magic, I assume you know, uh, it should certainly resell it more if I know what it does.
But from where? What location?
Well, human kingdom, and well, the person that is uh the morally adept to your kind.
Maybe you meant me to find it then.
Uh, sure.
Well, a ritual cast identify.
Yeah, your ritual cast goes off. It tells you nothing.
Okay, I'll try to open it.
There's a lock on it.
Does my satchel key work?
Use it with your essence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can try to lockpick it.
I will.
I'm going
What
to
does the
step
keyhole
away.
look like? Normal key.
Yeah, a physical normal key, yes.
Is there any reading on the outside?
There's a bunch of reading on the outside.
I read it.
Found the
Hey,
outside.
you have a level wizard.
I have one.
Do you have a level in wizard?
Ah,
I assume you can know the answer then. Answer is no.
Is the language in the full celestial or infernal?
No.
No.
What are you looking over his shoulder?
I'm gonna try to use the small kitchen butter knife to lockpick it.
Sleight of hand check.
7.
Yeah, you put the tip of the blade in and you try to like squeeze and kind of turn the lock. You hear a bunch of like scratchy noises somewhere on the inside. You
That's
see
not good.
the jagged teeth of the lock
So,
snaps the tip of the blade as the kind of inside blends it to dust and it falls out the bottom.
Well, yeah, I tried that before. But say, don't reduce yourself and don't go in there. Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
let me try something.
Go ahead.
She hold her hand out to get the remainder of your knife.
Mm. You get a
She take she take
banana
her
knife handle.
whole, she take her hand over the lock, and then she kind of like make a little cut in her, kind of like in her hand to drip some blood into it.
The
And she's
lock
going to
spits out
infuse.
the blood, and I want you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please, Lorenza.
Mm, yeah. 14.
That fails.
Mm.
You
Still
take
not good.
11 acid damage
Oh.
as it sears into your
Mm.
skin and clothing.
Um. Yeah. You see the skin that it touched? The skin kind of like goes black there as it gets her 10 HP.
Mhm.
Ow! That's,
Well,
that could have hurt.
Yeah, it's a nasty thing. Whatever it is, it's AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Try infusing it with your magic.
Well, I tried that. It
Not
launched
your
a
magic.
fireball at me.
Maybe it doesn't like your type of magic.
It doesn't like magic. That's what I know. And it doesn't like blood and
Mm,
knives apparently either. The
maybe it's
question is,
because
what does it like?
maybe it likes the shadowy.
Witchcraft.
You're a witch. Crap.
Well, I am a witcher, and you're a little brat.
You want some marmalade-ish thing for that cookie?
He has like half of it left and kind of crunches on it.
It's just like, yeah, they're dry without it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Goes over and sits down next to him, opens the jar.
Puts it in there. And it's just like,
Yeah, they're certainly better.
Mm-hmm.
What, did your mama bake those?
No, my mean girl boy sister, new sister, did it, and my big friend that do druid magic.
Right, magic.
Hmm?
I guess so.
His name is Tom.
Tom. Doesn't ring a bell. Not a customer.
Hmm.
So,
He's thinking.
I'll cast prestidigitation on it to make it cold.
okay. You see it
Good book.
get a few ice spikes and like some shiver frost. You see the lock like jitter back and forth.
Hmm. Also trying to create like a shade on it.
With your body? Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Hmm. Muggins, can you get in there?
You see the cat go out of your sleeve, right? And you see it's just like, whoa! As Xavier spooks himself.
where did that tiny bugger come from? Do you have
My,
parasites?
my cloak.
Yeah. Religious sorcery, whatever. Ah,
Cat.
It's a cat boy.
The cat looks at it, and the cat mentally speaks a connection to it. It's an arcane tome.
Hmm. Do you think it belonged to medicine?
The cat shifts its head and he says, "Well, valued craft. I wouldn't enjoy destroying it for the purpose of finding out."
Hmm. So what we do? Find a key?
It seems to require one, yes.
Well, Xavier, you're the flag. You need the key.
I need a key. That guy left me.
Yep.
We can help you find a key.
You could try recreating it if you get something in there like a mold. Maybe it's a magical key. Who knows?
How
Magical
much do you
key.
want for it?
Have you tried knock on it?
I did. It
Yeah.
knocked me out of my door. Let's say any physical and everything that works on a normal lock doesn't work there. I uh I tried shattering it. It well,
He points to his leg, having like a metal like strap to it, right? Like his lower leg piece and his um, foot wrist ankle, yeah, his ankle, and he points to it and says,
well, it broke my ankle.
Okay.
Um, hmm, a mold, you say? It destroys anything physical going in there.
points to the broken off dagger.
I don't have
Maybe
anything that fits the mold.
maybe it needs to be a special mill. I know one that could, make it in there and out of there.
What kind?
A dark one.
A darkened metal?
Mm-hmm. It comes out of trees.
He looks confused.
Let's say I'm good with teleportation. I'm not good with minerals. What kind of tree produces fucking metal?
I could get you some.
Let's say you help me make that key, and we can forget about that shield.
Deal.
Works for me. Ah,
He looks at the book and kind of grabs it off the floor. He says,
well, how long can I think about you doing that?
That
Um,
book's gonna be the death of you one day. You
could
should
take
give credit to me.
Shut up,
could take
kid.
about 2 weeks,
A week.
maybe less.
Hmm.
I just need to find you when I contact
Well,
you.
you said something. You can tell me something about the place I'm going to. That seems
Yeah.
to be apparent. That helped last time with you
Well,
regarding some kind of storm.
yeah. There's some fighting going on.
Fighting Harbor
Yeah.
City. Shouldn't there be
Yeah.
a notice around then?
Some undead. Maybe.
That sounds troubling.
I'm not sure. Could be. Just
Okay.
maybe don't run in there.
Uh, I'm not.
Just
I'm not messing with undead. I'm not going there then.
well, what about your tower? Isn't it safe? Oh, about your tower on the Myrtle Island. It's been raided and destroyed and looted. There are skeletons in there.
No, no. The moment somebody gets in there without my permission, just everything just goes to hell. It just goes somewhere else.
Yeah, well, the one on the Myrtle Island isn't magical anymore.
Yeah, it takes the magic with it.
Ah.
It just basically designates all objects inside. It just teleports anything above a value.
But so everyone's dead on that island.
Oh, that's sad. I like that girl. And uh, the mayor. What's cool? My tower was
he's dead.
free.
Yeah, he's dead.
Sad guy. He always wanted to
That's
take
all.
care of things.
That's why I told you to leave.
I guess I'm listening to you and your Harbor City thing then.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Why don't you come with me to Windwell?
I have a tower out there.
Neat. Can you get me in? I don't have a passport.
You have cookies?
can. Sure.
I could reduce myself if that makes it easier.
Let's say I have a different way. I can bring
Yeah,
things out and in. Well, stable magic for people is usually not very safe, but I'm sure you're willing to try.
if you want me to go into, a pocket of bag of holding, I can reduce myself, jump in,
You can do that.
maybe.
He looks doubtful for a moment and he says,
Well, I've seen weirder things from less weird people.
Well, you take the lead,
he
Master Xavier.
puts up his backpack and Lorenza, roll me an Arcana check.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 10.
It's a backpack of holding. You barely get it.
I had one of those.
Cool. That backpack will be able to carry a lot of things.
Yeah, I can carry houses in there. I don't. Usually.
Wait, you can carry houses in there?
Up to. Sometimes.
Cool.
Depending on the house.
Hmm.
Brick by brick. It's a hassle. But yeah. Let's say I had a moving service once.
Convenient.
People look at you weird though when you say, where do you want your house to go?
I would imagine.
Points at backpack.
We will certainly get across the border. I assume you're good with your breath.
Yes, infinitely.
What?
Careful though.
What?
Trust me, I can stay there forever.
Divine. Whatever. Divine Jesus
want-
Ray.
I once heard a tale of a gnome that got stuck in a bag of holding once and died from drowning.
Well, yeah, that happens. People are not smart with magic. Sometimes.
No. Indeed.
Will you manage?
Well, I'm certainly not going in there ever again.
I mean, Lorianfa?
I will manage.
Okay.
I'm a big girl. I have a passport.
Just for looks area.
Okay.
Yeah, you go and we're gonna cut it off for you here.
God, so much sidetrack.
Yeah, but I hope you had fun with him again.
Yeah, I was debating if it's someone I need to kill a lot. Again.
Yeah, but you don't perceive him as a bad person. He's neutral to almost everything and everyone.
Yeah.
He's as
Those-
neutral as you get as a business person.
Those Eldritch Blasts say something else.
I mean, that's Loriantha.
Mm-hmm.
I personally didn't care if you killed her. It's just a possibility that you could have. She was,
Could have just dragged her out of there.
yeah,
Just the
personally,
character would have.
like
in there.
personally, she's in a core NPC of sorts. So,
Mm-hmm. Just
but it's
took
fun.
1/4 of my health away.
God, she's like a third level warlock.
Okay, 1/6 or something.
Yeah, but like place 6 of her there. God,
Honestly,
okay,
that bush hurt more than her.
not in total. But I hope you
Yeah,
had fun.
Yeah.
Let me just save the data.
Robot has nice music, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening to it.
Okay.
Nice, calming, relaxing, chill music to
It's from a fighting game.
That's hilarious.
It's Absolver.
Cool. Okay, let me just shut off the table then. And we're gonna be back tomorrow. 12, 10-ish, depending when I'm awake. Somewhere there.
You're not doing anything more today? That's a short session.
It's a short session. There's nothing else I have planned for today unless getting Shahu almost back to pace. And then tomorrow is gonna be some other people's shenanigans. Let me just see that what we have planned for tomorrow. Probably too much. Um, just here. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be Sin Royal, Garadon, New Person, probably Heyal and Diaz, which gonna be the side story of tomorrow. And yeah, Sin getting out of the harbor city, probably meeting Royal Garadon and Fregisol on the way there. And Hale and Dios doing things. It's gonna be probably tomorrow's session in its entirety. And if I have some time tomorrow, because tomorrow gonna be really fucking long, so stick around. From 12 to like night almost, right? Because next week is gonna be late, and then session's gonna be run late, and everybody from, you know, overseas has a great time then. And yeah, that's gonna be a crazy long session, so you might also get some time in.
Mhm.
Okay,
I
yeah,
just need to be pinged and I'm there.
perfectly fine, works for me. So I'm gonna finish off the stream here. I hope everybody that has been listening in. Let's see if there's anybody actually like sticking around still.
Nah. I haven't checked, but I'll say nah. No one watches this.
Yeah, I know. There's not awful lot of people around at this time. I know Rathmine is with you, Aaron, by this point. But yeah, I hope everybody had fun, and until tomorrow.